going live. You're going live. We're all going live.
But yet YouTube
Hello,
says
World
you're
Wide Web.
not.
Well, they say I'm live. Now they say I'm live. Okay. Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shadow, the Internet Personality of the Best Show, and welcome to Live and Wired, episode 85, Lost and Found. Joining...
Haven't we done that title already?
Possibly.
Listen, we've done almost 100 episodes. Well, you guys have done almost 100 episodes. I've only done half that.
If they have, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna edit it later and call it Lost and Found 2 or something.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. But I already have the title. I could make it. I could just add the numbers to it. I know how to edit items.
Or something.
Hello, Christy Brown, Timothy Armstrong. IMG Vids. LMJ Vids. LMJ. I know how to read things.
Also, Dexter, random thing that I have to remind you, because I didn't remind you before the show started. Have you gotten Maximum Overdrive yet?
It is set to arrive tomorrow, but tomorrow is a Sunday, so I don't know how accurate that is.
So it'll arrive sometime next week.
I have yet to get Maximum Overdrive, but I will figure out a way to do it. If I have to summon Satan to do it.
Decker can rip the video and then do a certain thing that we won't talk about.
We can't edit our crimes on YouTube, you idiot! I use that term, you idiot, lovingly.
To your boss, to the man you consider your boss, no less.
Timothy Armstrong says Maximum Overdrive is the only Stephen King film they actually like. Well, we have good news. Next week, Live and Wired is scheduled to be a Stephen King drinking game. That'll be Saturday, the 6th of February.
That movie not only was written by Stephen King, it is directed by Stephen King.
And we are doing Maximum Overdrive. I'm going to have everything nicely set up. Also, it will be starting at the usual time of 7 Central.
The proper time.
Proper time. Every Texan knows this.
Yeah.
Thoughts
so we have
on
that
the rumored Predator film? I think we not cover. I mean, it was a while since the last Live and Wired, but I'm pretty sure we covered the rumored Predator film that.
We might have, and then we might have also made a joke about your next review of that Predator movie. Well, again,
It's like-
30 minutes in the car screaming.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. Happens.
Comes preferably.
What's up? Just lots of news has come in the last month because that's what happens when it takes that long between episodes. Funny thing,
Decker, you're wearing your glasses. I'm very proud of you.
I think it's about time that I just stop. I'm starting to feel like I look weirder without them.
You're going through that phase right now.
Yeah. Because now it's to the point where unless I'm doing my show, I'm wearing them.
Now put them back on, Decker.
It's just, I can see now. I can see like this.
Okay, he can see. He can fight!
I mean, I've dealt with this problem for as long as he and I have known one another. Like, our very first crossover was plagued by, amongst other things, the fact that Decker had trouble reading the script that was on a computer screen and not far from him. And in between takes, he was having to pull it forward so he could read it and see it for himself. And I was just like, why don't you wear your glasses?
His persona means he doesn't wear them.
Well, that's ruined now.
Recently found about 40 Smith & Wesson, a.k.a. 40 Short and Weak. Yeah. Best to go with the 44 mag, personally.
Oh, for the love of God. We have how much news to cover, Decker?
44 Magnum!
Does anyone reminds me think it feels weird that Magnum not only is the term for a gun, is also the term for a condom and an ice cream bar?
And they're all wonderful!
Have you had Magnum ice cream?
Well, okay, the Magnum condoms are a bit less wonderful because someone out there decided that, hey, if your dick's this long, it's probably not that wide.
Well, actually, the Magnum condom is the same size as the average condom. They just used to put the word Magnum on it for men's ego boosting.
The end of the condom is larger. It's a balloon size. It's like a baseball bat. It just gets wider at the end, and it's like still got the same problem of just being blisteringly tight. I'm like, excuse me for packing a kibase.
Decker, do we really need to be talking about your kabase on the youth bulbs?
You saw the video I sent. That came out wrong. The music video I sent.
Yes. You're the guy who looks like he should be the twink king of the bears in a cyberpunk game.
What have I stepped into? I don't know, Tree Spirit. I don't know. I wish they could like that.
Wired. Yes, it's like this all the time.
Here comes the bathhouse story, says Lone Dragon.
I am Big Man Japan.
Oh, jeez.
From the very beginning, that Decker had an ulterior motive for wanting to watch that movie.
Oh,
Thanks, Black Daddy!
Oh, Black Daddy!
Pickums, how you doing?
Now, is he going to come in with his camera, or with the freaky, deaky little, or with his camera, but his eyes are mouths?
Oh, I'm in a good mood. You know why? You know why I'm in a good mood?
You found a good place to get mac and cheese.
Damn, you're white. No, look at this amazing. Look at this picture in Discord. Look at that.
Picture in Discord.
Picture in Discord.
Picture in Discord.
Can I show it on stream, or will I get in trouble?
No, I took my son and his weird half brother to the dinosaur exhibit.
Ah!
He went to see them. I wanted to say sexual Tyrannosaurus, but that's so inappropriate right now.
That looks like the
T-Rex.
That looks like the T-Rex from Tammy and the T-Rex. I'm jealous.
Decker, I'm not gonna get you the T-Rex from Tammy and the T-Rex for Meth Gator. Because one, it's a T-Rex, not a Meth Gator.
That is awesome, though.
That is adorable.
I'll turn on my camera in a sec. I just need to
put on pants.
Look it again.
Well, no, I kind of came in the house, took off shirt, and then when I looked at Discord, and I was like, "Oh God, it's now."
I forgot what day and time it is.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. That's my job. That's the reason why I'm here. I'm not for sexual titillation. I'm here to remind Decker of things.
I said Eddie Herta said that looks like the Carnosaur T-Rex. That could be a little more accurate. It didn't look quite as good as the Tammy and the T-Rex. Well, it didn't.
Also, I might have a slight lighting problem.
Oh, don't worry. I currently look like I'm becoming whiter than ever. I look like a timber.
Yinko says that's why Decker buys Magnums. Yes, they're good for home protection.
They're also good
Amen
to
to that,
protect
brother.
They're
Amen to that.
Oh, I'm not here for titillation. Creepy's legs are for titillation. Leg creepy. Yada.
Hey, look, prison rules.
CJEMM5D says, for anyone who doesn't know, from what I can tell, 40 Smith & Wesson is 10 millimeter with as much powder as a 9 millimeter.
So shite.
It just doesn't have that oomph factor. It's like you could shoot him, but you're throwing a rock at him.
I do watch anime, Timothy Armstrong. I haven't gotten to Demon Slayer yet. I've been very busy working for Creepy, and I usually don't watch new IPs when I'm doing work on stuff because I have to focus on that more than the actual thing. So that means I have to watch cooking shows constantly. Or this week, or if I've been watching lately, Ink Master.
But yeah, this is Lost and Found, which could be a title that we have already used, but who knows?
I'm actually just gonna put on the same shirt I just had on.
Fair enough.
Listen, we don't judge.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. His camera's still not on. Lone Dragon's asking Creepy.
What did he
Guess
say?
how I found out.
What did he say?
Guess who gets a new sock? Great.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes.
My headset's off.
We are professional here at Decker Channel Productions.
Fuck this sock.
Later.
Oh.
Every time we do a new show,
Why is it wet right here?
Big Black Daddy's sex life.
New Duck Prime dropped 5 pounds. Says, good to see you guys back. Decker, did you know MK11 has Sarah Connor skin and gear for Sonya and a Ripley skin and gear for Jackie? I was not aware of the Ripley skin and gear. I think I saw the Sarah Connor skin and gear.
But I want actual Sarah Connor and Ripley in the game. I don't want just a cosmetic.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll accept a cosmetic, but at the same time, yeah, it would be better if they had the actual character, like, all that stuff.
You have to get angry, like all of us who want Gino and freaking freaking Smash Brothers.
It's like they have a Harley Quinn skin for character.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the Joker as well, like the Joker. It is the Joker.
Yeah, but they don't have Harley Quinn.
No, they have the Harley Quinn skin.
Fuck that bitch. A pussy gator. Don't ask him what that means.
Would you ever stream Friday the 13th, the game on Decker Shadow Gaming?
Didn't you do that like long time ago before the whole copyright bullshit happened?
Yeah, once, and I had a very difficult time running it on my old computer, so...
Well, you have to wait for that copyright.
And I also sucked at the game, but then again, so did everyone else at the time, so it kind of evened out. It was just a whole bunch... It's like, you know when you see YouTubers playing these horror games with multiplayer, and they're the funny YouTubers, so they're just all in groups with their funny friends, and they're all just dicking around for the whole time, like...
Yeah, Dead by Daylight, Phantasmophobia...
And if you would actually try to play like that, you would be murdered immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Well... Friday the 13th, the game, when I played it, it was, like, brand new, and everyone had no idea what they were doing, so that was pretty much how it went.
Brian Shiflett donated $5, and Tiny Wolf has said, you should try Phantasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
You know, Decker, I have it. I bought it because we talked about doing a thing together.
Yes, I have it as well, and I tried it on my Quest, and I'm like, oh, this works barely.
Then don't do it on your Quest.
But I want VR. I want to play it in VR.
You don't need to play it in VR if it doesn't work right. Just play it normally like all of us devs.
But VR!
No VR! I am sounding hostile. Does anyone manage me think I sound hostile? I feel like I sound hostile.
Well, you have to be in this environment.
I'm calling the police.
Hey, Lou.
And I'm still going to get arrested.
Yeah.
This is a doggy butt.
Brianna Robert.
Look at how big this doggy butt has gotten.
I am going to throw my cat at you. Anyway, Creepy, you're getting asked a few times, are you going to work on are you going to do another channel? There is a link to his Midnight Wank Theater channel, so, you know.
Lou, that's my hand. Why are you chewing on it? Why are you chewing on me?
Because it's delicious and she likes white meat, Decker.
Yeah.
Do you?
Dog is like, plausible deniability, interview mode.
Yes, a little Lou.
Oh, yes, Timothy Armstrong. I'm also excited for the new remaster of the Mass Effect games, because then I can cry again. But this time my tears will be in HD, and I will be listening after Garrus in HD.
What you mean 4K?
That too.
I
don't think straight when I think of Garrus, okay?
I just want some more Samara, I'll be alright.
Talia's good. Decker, be warned, when that new release comes out, your timeline will be full with interesting things.
Oh, great.
I promise to throw in some tallies in there for you, for pity.
What's that old proverb? May you live in interesting timelines.
I always live. Decker has interesting timelines since he's following us.
Fair, valid.
I've lived in weirder times.
Do we want to talk about the thing? Or should we just move on ahead?
We should probably move on ahead.
And here he is, the man of the moment, the melanin in the whole group.
Okay, Lou, you can get down now.
No.
Hands off this dog. She's just here.
She likes you. Oh, she thinks she's people. She thinks like people.
So, anything new on the puppy front?
Oh yeah, Thick Black Daddy has a puppy now, so that means
She shits.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
You say that like it's a shock.
I was about to say, hi, welcome to Everybody Poops. I have a wonderful book for you.
Fuck that, she's getting the puppy plug.
Ew.
I keep stepping in it. No
I
matter
don't
what.
know if should I be the one to explain to him that that's not what those are for.
Not on
with
Live
that
and
attitude.
Wired. Although there was this weird little product, I remember watching it on one of those world's worst, stupidest products ever. And one of them is this little thing you hang on a dog's tail, and it covers their butthole so you don't have to look at the ugly butthole of your dog.
I thought that was for cats.
No, it's for dogs too.
Why does that sound like something on Wish.com?
It is something on Wish.com.
Anyway, we got news about entertainment.
Let's go to
Entertainment.
So I want to point out, one half of this group has dogs, and now either me or Creepy are next in line if we go by horror movie logic.
You think I wanted this damn dog? I don't want
That's
this
where
damn
we're going.
dog.
I figured like I showed up with my dog and you were like, "Hey, dogs are nice. I'm gonna go out and get one."
The fucking dog's just popping up out of nowhere. You know how I got my dog?
Same way I got my dog.
Oh no! You want to know how I got this little chocolate lab piece of shit? Name's Coffee, by the way.
He's adorable.
All right. So once upon a blunt ago, I was at Walmart putting groceries in my car, right?
Right.
Filled up the trunk, and I have a 2-door car, so I can seat forward, and I started putting groceries in the back seat. Didn't think nothing about it. I'm on the freeway. I'm hearing rustling in the background, but I'm thinking, well, that's just the wind hitting the groceries in the back, because I got the window down. I got a fat cigarette in my mouth. So I didn't think nothing about it. So I get home, start taking groceries out the back seat, and little motherfucker, boing, and just hop out. I was like, who the heck?
Human! You are mine now. That's basically what happens in, like, anime. You have a magical girl sidekick now.
Nah, fuck that. I damn near picked up that little dog. Hey, who this? Threw it in the street.
No. You have been chosen by a magical girl familiar, which means I'm
going to have some General Sour. She keeps shitting on everything.
Which means you will become a magical thick black daddy.
Really, Lou?
Someone animate him a Sailor Moon transformation sequence.
Does this mean there will be implied nudity and lots of sparkles and spinning?
Yes!
Or will it be filled with cigarette smoke?
Yes, as well.
Emilio Alvaldez says, "Hello there, what's this? This is Live and Wired, the show where we're supposed to talk about entertainment news, but generally we just talk about whatever the hell happens."
Timothy Armstrong wants me to know if I've seen Godzilla vs. King Kong trailer yet. Yes, I have.
Did you know that girl?
Is it necessary to see that trailer with the sound on? Because I saw that trailer as soon as it went up, but I was watching it on my phone in bed next to my sleeping fiance, so I'm just there like, sound off, like, yep, that's Godzilla. Yep, that's Kong. They're fighting. All right, sold.
Actually, this brings to mind a very odd segue, but I feel it needs to be brought up. How many years have you been engaged, Decker?
Too many.
Not enough.
I'm like,
Well.
What is it, Lou? Do you just want to go outside and play, or do you have to poop? I guess we'll find out.
I was gonna say, Lou just looks like she's like.
Come on.
Yell fuck.
The dog did look like he was about to yell fuck. We would get the most hits ever. Dog says fuck.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact.
I think realistically, responding to someone in the chat, King Kong got hands compared to Godzilla, but Godzilla's also like a walking nuclear plant.
I'd also like to point out, fun fact, gorillas cannot swim in the water. So if Godzilla just stays in the ocean, Godzilla will never get hit.
No, we need action. They're not going to fight in the water too much. Except that weird scene in the trailer where they showed them fighting on a boat. Well, now that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to say something along the lines of King Kong got too close to Godzilla and absorbed some of that, like, radiation coming off his body. That's naturally come off his body, and that's how he grew so damn big.
I have a deep, dark feeling that they're going to fight for, like, a good part of the movie, and then sooner there's going to be a bigger threat, and they're going to be fighting that.
Well, it tends to be what happens in a lot of the versus things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for what I understand, there's actually like a battle that's been going on for like centuries between like things of Godzilla and things of King Kong, and they're just now finally coming together.
And that's where earthquakes come from.
Good night, everybody. Welcome to Japan. Well, Japan used to believe in mythology that a giant catfish was the reason why earthquakes happen.
Yeah,
Kong eats Godzilla's radiation breath and gets stronger. What happened in the original? It's kind of funny because you got the original Kong versus Godzilla and the weird ways in which Kong grew in that one. But there's also the fact that in the original Kong vs. Godzilla, that wasn't originally scripted as Kong vs. Godzilla. That was originally scripted as Godzilla vs. Frankenstein's monster.
Well,
which is why electricity makes him stronger.
Did the long-haired creepy guy's camera do the weird do-si-do squares or what?
I don't think so. Maybe it did.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, he's not breathing.
Kevin Hart's going to be in Borderlands.
Yeah, he's going to be in the Borderlands movie, playing Roland.
Which I think is not good casting at all.
No, that's not good casting. Roland's way too serious.
Yeah. This is kind of like if you make a new Terminator and the person you hire to act as the T-1000 is Nicolas Cage. Great actor, but as the T-1000?
Okay, I want to point out something also. Roland, my hand is where how high Roland is. Kevin Hart.
There's that too.
Is he going to be walking in platform shoes from the 1970s or on Circus Soleil stilts? I need to know now.
Jesus Christ, this thing is huge.
Yes, never mind.
No, I'm talking about the TV. Unfortunately, my 50-inch 4K, something stupid happened to it. So now I'm using my 60-inch backup 1080p. So that's why you see me constantly looking up, because I'm looking up at you guys.
I've always wanted.
I'm also 3 feet away from a 60-inch TV.
It's like
Welder for Life says if Nicolas Cage was a Terminator, then once again we would see his face off.
Decker, did you ever review Face Off?
No.
Feels like something you would have covered before now.
I swear.
I mean, if I had actually kept to one movie a week, I probably would have done it by now, but...
I was about to say, yeah, by now you would have done it.
I keep thinking about it. King Kong got agility.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure if he just keep moving, just hitting runs.
But you forget how powerful and how wide that nuke breath is, and then Godzilla can just go...
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure King Kong will fucking Eddie Gordo over that shit.
Yeah, Godzilla got that tail to come around with.
There's a new Lois and Clark TV show.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I fell asleep.
What? New Lois and Clark... What?
I mean, it's...
T-800 was Arnold. That's right. T-1000s are the infiltrate... I got it wrong. T-1000 was the liquid metal one. T-800 is the Arnold one. I'm a stoopy.
New
Did you say Hey Arnold one? Oh, football head.
We were talking about Hey Arnold before you came in, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were.
Also, the scarf is getting way too crazy. Yes, I'm still working on it, audience.
The same one you've been working on for ages?
Since December, yes.
Why does this not know how to focus?
Because
terrible grandmother.
I'm a terrible grandmother. I only work on this during Live and Wired and D&D sessions now that I have a computer again.
Yeah, you're a terrible grandma.
I don't want to be a grandma. I mean, unless I'm a grandma to a bunch of kittens. I'll be fine with.
Welcome to Texas.
I could see The Rock attitude-wise as Roland.
To an extent, depends. Are we getting serious Roland in the first game? Very serious Roland in the second game? Who then dies? Spoiler for Borderlands 2.
Wait, he died in Borderlands 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. I know I played it and beat it. But
he also died a lot in Borderlands 1, but that's just because he wasn't a very good character to play.
Mordecai main for life.
Mordecai. Being able to just shoot through shields, no problem.
I just like to release the bird and go, Eagle!
I just get Trespass, where you can just max that skill out and then you ignore shields completely. And then I go farm Guardians, who are nothing but shield and 2 hit points.
Timothy Armstrong thinks Samuel L. Jackson should play Roland. He's too old,
He's too old.
If this was young Samuel L. Jackson...
Why is my phone all hey, you can personalize your phone? I'm like, I already did.
1 second.
Oh. Question, Decker. Android or iPhone?
Android.
Samsung?
Yes.
Normal.
That it just keeps pestering you about that?
It will pester you for a while until you actually do some personalization. And
I already did personalization.
Did you disable Bixby?
I have never enabled Bixby.
But sometimes Bixby enables itself when it's a new phone.
Mother cock.
Yeah, you gotta disable that shit.
Fucking Bixby!
No one uses it. Why do they put it in the phone? I have a browser. It's called freaking Firefox.
Okay.
Okay. Why is everyone getting mad that we're not reading the chat?
Psycho Gorman would be perfect for reviews. Thank you, New.Prime, for £2. Oh yeah, Psycho Gorman is one of the things that's coming out this year, or it has come out. How recent? How recent was that news?
Thank you, Catherine Gordon, for recognizing my Haunted Mansion background. So at least some people recognize it and appreciate the beauty that is the Haunted Mansion.
Shut up.
I like this ride, and it should get love. I mean, it does have love. It has a lot of love. It has a crap ton of love.
Yay, love.
Love for everyone.
Love is all you need.
Okay, Mr. Self-Love.
Hey, I'll have you know, no one can jack me off better than I can.
Kung Fury 2 is in post-production. Okay. Video of the presentation. Which presentation?
Oh, that's interesting. Is YouTube trying to touch on Twitch's
They're trying to clip.
Like I'm going through the news sheet and I saw at the bottom YouTube copies Twitch's homework, adding clips to experimental features.
I was trying to find some YouTube news that wasn't just the entire site is screwed. Ha
Why is the entire site screwed again?
It's just general things. It's just YouTube always trying to just shoot themselves in the foot, or every other site in the world saying, you know what? Place is a den of Nazis. Every single person on that site, every last one of them. Best to just burn it to the ground.
So I have a dumb question. Is this clips thing... Now, the clips thing might be useful on that YouTube live gaming thing. That could be potentially useful. Oh, God, now we have Decker getting clipped more often saying, I'm doing drugs and made into a freaking compilation.
I'm doing drugs!
And time, audience.
And there we go.
28 minutes in, and he's finally said the line.
I mean, given what happened to me, I'm not really a fan of YouTube these days, so you're going to have a hard time getting me to cheer on the side of YouTube.
YouTube's decided to give back the channel to that long-haired creepy guy and we will apologize profusely with beautiful naked men and women. Okay, maybe not naked men and women.
Why not?
Because you can't post that on YouTube for a press release.
Hey, thick black daddy.
Well, you can if you say it's educational.
Controversy from those Reddit users. I wish I would have invested stock earlier.
Same here.
I don't care.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm willing for the little people who made a ton of money off of that. Yay, more power.
I'm also glad they're basically giving a big middle finger to the.
You know, Robinhood blocked anyone from investing stock in GameStop now.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I know. I heard about that.
There's a lot of shady dealings going on with that, but
yeah.
I learned a lot more about the stock market because of all this shit. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because now I kind of understand the stock market, but it's nothing like the stock market in Animal Crossing.
It should have been the last news. Yeah, technically it was. That's why it was at the bottom of the.
But you know, Kiss Black Daddy. Although the more news we go through, the more you can talk about my news article. Yay!
Go ahead and talk about that.
I want to know, what is your news article?
It's a very important article, which is me complaining about news article writers.
Do you mind if I call you TBD, because I don't call guys daddy? All right, male insecurity.
Papa.
Stock market meme, yeah, stonks.
Mind if I call you male insecurity?
Stonks. Yes.
Oh, daddy.
Oh, okay. No, boss. Please, no, boss. Please.
I didn't say stop.
No, she did.
I did not consent.
Yeah, well, that's why you ain't a part of this. Get out.
Emilia Valdez, the Wellerman shanty trend, I love it. because I like the Wellerman and I like sea shanties, and people should appreciate the sea shanties, and also Weaver shanties and other shanties.
Shanties away.
Oh yeah, random thing. I'm gonna tell a little bit of news of myself. I actually started working on my first game review. It's nowhere near done. I'm reviewing a game called Gato Roboto. I may have said that a few weeks ago. Because I think you guys know I had a traumatic experience last month, so it's been delayed on top of delayed on top of delayed.
What was that?
But I did, as of 3 days ago, I started working on it. I started working on my first script. I started the editing, and then I went to go get laid somewhere and stopped working on it.
Yeah.
You got distracted by boobs and thighs and thigh highs.
I mean, that's nothing. I got boobs and thighs, so that ain't nothing.
But do you have thighs and thigh highs? Fishnet thigh highs, specifically.
Did you forget that I used to be Dr. Frankenfurter on the Rock Horror Picture Show stage shows? Like,
So, probably, yeah. He has them as a souvenir.
Did they still fit him though?
like homeboy looked good in the corset. I'm just saying.
More black and white movies.
What was that one movie about the children with the psychic powers and it was black and white? The Village of the Damned?
Or no, Village of the Damned.
Village of
the Damned.
Oh, is that the name of it? I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that like from a long time ago, but I never knew the name of it.
Yeah. It was remade in the 90s, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, there's that. There's also if I were to do all the
faithful remakes, like where it's more or less the same movie that they made 30 years ago. So really, you kind of have to ask yourself, why didn't you just go and watch the original instead of the one in color?
AKA watching the live action Lion King, which I had to suffer through. Thanks, Diva. Love you.
I mean, what's
yeah,
that?
I just got the Disney's animated Lion King on 4K Blu-ray, and it's
Yeah, but the thing was, I was watching it because I was making a Diva's Diva's musical hell reviews, and I decided sometimes I watch the movie so I can get an idea for her thumbnails, and I usually bring a friend along to make them suffer with me.
I feel like this is a Texas question. Do you love Whataburger? That honey barbecue strip sandwich be hitting different. I don't eat Whataburger. I don't even know why I read that.
I just had Whataburger earlier, but I just stuck to my Whataburger thing. I just got myself a patty melt.
What do you think of the new Resident Evil game and all the people that went in there that want that big booby vampire woman to choke?
No.
Yeah,
We don't want her to choke us. We want her to step on us.
I no the fuck I don't, bitch. I've been suppressed long enough. Anyway, I love the fact that someone went out their way to find the height of that lady. That's why I said 8 feet tall. Someone went in that demo, looked at her intro. They measured the door, like the door frame. They went out their way to find measurements for that door frame from that particular year.
The fuck is going on?
Hello?
God damn.
Thank you. Yes.
At least it wasn't my phone. No one needs to hear my phone ring.
My ringtone is just someone screaming "fuck you" repeatedly at the top of their lungs. But anyway, yeah, they looked at the door frame, found out what year they were like made, like the average area, whatever, et cetera, and
No, you
the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. I can hear you.
The people on the show can't hear us, but we can.
Oh, okay. Fuck that. I mean, nah, it's okay. I got the black card. But anyway.
You're going to lose it sooner or later. You're on YouTube.
Shit. She's not 7'7". Long story short, she's 8 feet tall.
Damn.
She's as tall as freaking Fetcum in My Hero Academia. Huh?
I'm just thinking like how tall she could be. Because the largest lady I've ever been with, I'm only like 5'8". The largest lady I've ever been with was like 6'10".
Freaking
and I feel like Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. I can't stress that enough. So I can't imagine like a foot and a couple more inches like above that. Like just walk up to pop a titty on your head, be like, hi.
It's a hat.
You're like Greg Universe and it's like Greg Universe and Rose Quartz meeting for the first time. Walt.
Giant woman loves me. What? All I want
to do is see you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. All I want to be is someone that gets to see a giant woman. Yeah, I may have learned how to play that on my violin.
What? Wait, hold it. Be kind. Rewind. What instrument did you just say?
Violin.
A violin.
Black Daddy is a very cultured man. You should know that by now.
Yes, he's very cultured. He's into women like me, so it's definitely the
Yeah, I've been playing violin for like 6 years. What the fuck you been at?
I've only known you for less than 1.
That sounds like a you problem.
Can I poke him now? Can I use this and poke him?
Do
Girl,
so
I'm gonna beat. Yeah, you can try that. I'm gonna beat you blacker than me. I promise.
So yeah.
You already discussed Godzilla versus Kong trailer. People keep asking about that. I mean, yeah, we had opinions about it already, but like, I have a bad habit of wanting to stay neutral until I see the movie, because I'm thinking the fact that Godzilla to me is a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can just easily atomic breath and just literally delete this dude. But then I'm also thinking King Kong has agility. Like, dude can move. He's just a big ass Eddie Gordo to me. There's one. What's sad? One of the girls who played Witch Girls passed away from cancer a week ago. Yeah, I saw. I thought I posted that here in the Discord chat.
You posted it here and on your personal Discord with all the people.
Yeah, the lady passed away. Not the very tall one of the shorter blonde ones.
Hey, Kat, can you read my comment above? It's a theory about the vampire ladies from the new Resident Evil movie. You make me.
She passed away from colon cancer, sadly.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, Amelia Valdez.
How did Thick Black Daddy connect Resident Evil with Aaron? Huh? Did you miss the context? No, I was saying that the tall chick is 8 feet tall, and I was thinking that I'm only like 5'8", and the largest woman I've ever been with was 6'10", and I was saying that I felt like Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan because I'm such a short guy and she was such a tall lady. Somehow. Okay,
so since we talked about Resident Evil, do you guys think it's cool for me to talk about a certain little article that pissed me the hell and back?
Yes.
Is it a cosplay thing?
No.
Imagine getting sued for cosplaying.
No, Decker, is it okay since we're talking about Resident Evil, could I talk about the article that I mentioned that I didn't, if it's cool with you?
You're fine, go ahead.
Okay, I'm asking permission because this isn't my show, it's his, and I like to be polite. And I gotta move the knitting is going away. I am serious.
Just use some of your privilege. You'll be all right.
I can't. I'm too guilty. Okay, so there was an article.
Face.
What?
You didn't say Thick Black Daddy's face when you said that.
I
wish I could get a repeat on his expression. I'd like it.
Clip that.
Like a gif of that. I'm not shitting you. I want a gif of that.
Anyway, so on the Tumblr, which is already a sign of the bad signs, an article decided to float around going, "You all should be ashamed for thirsting over the large woman because this video game is basically doing fat phobic shit, and we should be shaming Capcom because there's a character in this, a villain, mind you, who is rotund and large and is comedically caricature-like, so he's a representation of greed and gluttony." And everyone's basically in this article pissed me off to high heaven because
what the fuck you doing on Tumblr in the first place?
It wasn't on Tumblr. It was given to me via.
It was given to you.
It was given to me, and it was an article to an actual gaming news site, which basically was shaming everyone for basically doing this and pointing out that this game is going to cause more fat phobia and more, discrimination against fat people. And I'm sitting here going, I don't see articles like you popping up when every shitty freaking movie written by a shitty writer who does a shitty comedy that's about fat people in it. Don't see anyone freaking doing it. It was basically virtue signaling and basically them trying to give themselves a pat on the back. I'm like, how about instead of attacking a stupid piece of media, why don't you actually go against the people who actually do it, like the medical people? And I had friends, we talked about it. We legit had a discussion. It was a very serious roundtable discussion about this stupid article and going, this is written by someone who is just basically trying to make themselves feel better and virtual signal and give themselves a pat on the back for pointing out a problem, which there isn't one. And I'm sick and tired of
Man, first off, fuck these necromancers. Woo! And
Does it hurt?
do not stress about nothing that don't pay your bills. That's all I gotta say. Don't stress about a damn thing that don't pay your bills.
Yeah.
I would have saw that and be like, cool. It just tossed that shit.
Yeah, but it was just like, it was so stupid. Like, this article was basically trying to be like, you shouldn't lust over this woman because this character is in this game. I'm like, A, B, where's the connection? I can't find it. Evil Knievel can't make these leaps. What did it say about fat phobia?
No. I was reading what Eddie said. So
I'm just happy about the giant villain woman and everyone horny for her. I am so happy about that.
Man, she ain't got no ass, bro. I'm just imagining them legs running into the back of her neck.
Her ass is the size of my torso.
You want to
She
know?
ain't got no booty.
Okay,
Okay,
Mr. Bowsette fan. Fun factoid: the person who started the whole Bowsette trend was bitching over people thirsting for the freaking tall-ass woman in Resident Evil. I don't know. It was like somebody's like, can everyone stop thirsting over this tall woman? She's not that great. And then everyone was like, says the person who started the Bowsette trend. And it was like, wait, this person started the Bowsette trend?
Somebody said, let the whites talk, fam. What?
What?
Okay, where's my gun?
Annabelle, there's a character within the Resident Evil demo that apparently is a very, very large, rotund.
She just got height and big tits. That's
Not
it.
her. We're talking about a different character. We're talking about her son.
What?
He has a son, and or some male dude, and it's like he's also in there, and he's big, fat, and he's eating food, and he's greedy, and they're like, "This is a horrible."
Oh, they're talking about her son.
Yeah, they're saying.
Oh, I was trying to figure out. I thought you were talking about the ladies.
No, the ladies are fine. You're so skinny.
Hey, Mr. Crunch dropped $2 saying tall woman needs to step on my nuts.
At least we're not saying yes. I just think it's so fucking weird how people are like. To me, when I read this article, it felt like those articles written by people who were all like, "Pokemon is satanic."
Well, yeah, it is pretty much the same.
Bro, is it really that hard to check you language? Well, I'm about to slap some grammar in your ass. That's what I'm about to...
You end up with the people who just have negative things to say. They try and just... It seems to be a subset of people, like you get this a lot with PETA and such, who just enjoy shaming the hell out of people and trying to exert power through something that appears on the surface to be virtuous, but at its heart, effectively is just bullying. You see this kind of pattern a lot. Where they will pop up just to talk about this popular thing. So that because they're also chasing the clout, as it were. Because if it weren't for a popular thing, no one would give a fuck what they have to say.
Yeah.
I'm pro gun rights. I like this guy. He's hired.
What are we hiring him for?
Yes.
Cinnabon Crunch says, I'll be your damn son, just saying.
I'll be her damn son?
You don't want to be my son.
You don't want to be my kid. I'm the worst parent ever. Ask my goldfish.
I think they're talking about Giantess.
Giant lady, please step
All
on
I
me.
want to do is see you turn into a giant woman. A giant woman.
All I want to be is someone who is a giant woman.
That's what I'm talking about, though, bro. The whole time I was listening to that song, I was imagining the Amethyst. Sit on my face, bitch!
She's shorter than you. She's like shorter than me.
Huh? I don't care. She thick and she purple. You know? Have you noticed my favorite color?
Yes.
I mean, thick bitch and purple. Oh, sit on my face and twerk.
I think it might be awkward to tell him that my favorite character is Amethyst now. Actually, Amethyst and Lapis, they're tied.
Yeah. But now
I can't. I see
you telling me.
What?
I'm gonna be landing an airplane in your backyard. You keep talking like that.
Good luck. There's nothing but backwoods back there.
No, good. I don't have to worry about hitting other houses.
Problem with that. There's house, woods, then my house.
Oh man. Oh man, now I'm thinking about it.
Like hitting houses?
No. No, I've been thinking about like low key wanting to use Robinhood to hit up whatchamacallit stocks, but like Robinhood blocked it. Even to the point where the CEO of the app or whatever like came out and explained why they were doing it. TBD, have you ever seen She Thanos? Hello, Google.
We can all be thankful that the billionaires out there who lost a couple of their $1 billion, our government swooped in to save them from being slightly poorer than they were earlier. Their riches being minorly affected has been solved through our tax dollars and a bailout. Also, still waiting on those $2,000 stimulus checks. They've currently pushed them back to May to maybe discuss them again. Maybe. Whatever, you can wait.
Few people on Discord I hang out have a theory that the Resident Evil vampire lady's from either the 1930s or the 1940s. Okay, she can't be from the 30s. I know her dress. The design of her dress and maybe the hat. 1930s, not really, because I'm a nerd who likes watching those freaking period dramas, okay?
Well, thank you, Motorcycle US.
What did you say?
No, he asked me, have I ever seen She Thanos? I was like, fuck it, I'm about to go to Google. and all I see is thick purple bitch, and I'm like, yes, please, may I have another?
God help us if She-Hulk ever turns purple.
Yes, Mr. Six, we shall shed our tears in solidarity for those.
They're underclass.
The poor billionaires who lost some money.
Robin Hood's underclass action lawsuit, and actually a few of the government people are actually wanting to put them and make them have a hearing at the, the place where people do hearings.
Yeah.
Oh, more you know.
Listen, TikTok gives me very informative. Contrary to popular belief, it ain't just dancing teenagers who are way underdressed. For me, it's educational.
I
use the internet for fat material in horror movies, which is pretty much the same thing.
Well, I zoned out until I heard fat material go on.
Decker, don't follow my TikTok. You don't need.
God damn it.
There's only 6
I'm
things.
Romanian. I don't care. The game takes place there. That reminded me of early Resident Evil 5 trailers. They're saying.
Wasn't Resident Evil 4 set in Romania or a country that's very much like Romania, but we're not going to say Romania for legal reasons?
I thought it was Spain.
Oh, where am I thinking?
That was a Spanish. Yeah, that was a Spanish town. Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
But then what game am I thinking of?
It looked like she came out the Victorian area.
Spain. Resident Evil 5 wasn't Resident Evil 5 the one that was set in Africa and had the whole.
Yeah, 5 was Africa.
Yeah, 5 was Africa.
5 was Africa.
Yeah, I remember people getting upset because all they see is Chris Redfield, a buff white dude, destroying.
I remember freaking Left getting controversy.
And then
they added white people.
Well, I like the whole thing where they go like, well, his partner is a black woman. We're not racist. Look, you can be her. And then they're like, what's her alternative outfit? Tribal bikini? What's the problem here?
I remember Left 4 Dead 2 went through a similar controversy, but since it wasn't set in Africa, it was set in Louisiana, and there was a large population of black zombies getting killed, and in Left 4 Dead 2, I'm like, whoa.
Jesse says, Kat, that you're thinking of Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Oh, that's the one.
See, I played Revelations 1. That's where they're on a boat fighting boat things.
I didn't know there was a part 2. Yeah, I played that one as well.
I know there's a 2. I think I have it. I have it. I never played it though.
I'm one of those Resident Evil snobs who the first 3 games are by no means perfect. They're buggy as hell. There's tank controls. There's all kinds of things wrong with them.
It's like me with Silent Hill.
Yeah, but I still enjoy them immensely because they are.
I'm glad you said that. No, when you said tank controls, it did make me think of the first Silent Hill. Despite the fact that I hate horror games, for some weird reason, I love the first Silent Hill.
Have you played the others? You would love 2 because 2 is even better. They took what they had in 1 and improved.
I didn't play part 2 because I think that was around the time where I started to get unusually into Metal Gear Solid for some reason. And then I played Silent Hill 4: The Room, and
we do have some Resident Evil news in the title card.
Also, Thick Black Daddy, never play Resident Evil 4: The Room. It is a mixed bag of bad.
You mean Silent Hill: The Room?
Silent Hill 4.
Silent Hill 4: The Room. You said Resident Evil 4: The Room.
Imagine Resident Evil 4: The Room. Oh, hi, Mom.
Motorcycle dropped $2 saying, what's y'all's favorite period clothing you wish you owned? I'm glad you said that because I very recently, like when I say very recently, I mean as of like this morning, for some weird reason, was looking at how people were dressing in the in the 1930s. You know, not the Great Depression part, but
Oh, the good part.
yeah, the good part. You know, the guys are wearing like nice button-up shirts,
Yeah.
and vests and shit like that. For some
I like the
reason,
idea of the top hat, personally.
Yeah, the top. Yeah, I
Okay,
love
Mr.
that shit.
Victorian. Mr. Victorian.
I don't know why, but I love that shit. Hey, Thick
I
Like
love-
Daddy, my favorite horror game would be the Dead Space series. I tried streaming the Dead Space series once upon a blunt ago. That was a mistake.
I did Dead Space. I streamed the first Dead Space game. Stone-faced the whole damn time. And then bitching at the sound design going, well, the violin, shut the fuck up. I get it. This is supposed to be scary, but you're annoying me.
But yeah, the news piece about Resident Evil we have in regards to the title card is, you see that thing that Harrison Ford is eyeing up? It may look like a plain ass coat with no buttons on it, but you see this plain ass coat with no buttons on it is the design of the plain ass coat with no buttons on it that they gave Chris Redfield in Resident Evil Village, and Capcom Japan is selling that coat as merch. Can anyone guess how much that coat costs?
Too much.
I mean, they've sold clothes before. They sold, like, Leon's jacket, like Eddie Herta saying. But that was actually some somewhat unique design. It had a zipper and stuff. It was recognizable and such.
5,000 yen. Y'all are low.
You're about half right.
Astro got it.
$1,500, wasn't it?
$1,500?
Yes.
Unless that thing is giving me back massages and gold bullion.
What
No.
What
Yeah.
dick they smoking? Look.
Astral 185, you got it right about on the money. It's not exactly, as it's still translated from yen. It's slightly above, but yeah, $1,500.
Nah.
Okay, see, when the company
Wait,
does a
making
video,
Chris Redfield into Albert Wesker? What? Go on.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I love Albert Wesker. Yeah.
Do you love him?
I plead fifth.
See, I'm just still here like, Resident Evil 7 is fine as a game. Resident Evil 8 looks like it's going to be a very nice game, but I'm still sitting here looking at those two like, those exist in their own little spot. And if you didn't tell me they were Resident Evil games, I wouldn't know.
Motorcycle US is asking us if any of us have a mine is Thick Black Daddy. What is our favorite period clothing of choice? Well, personally, I like a pair of really baggy sweatpants and a sweatshirt and a bowl of ice cream.
Well, he asked everybody. I just went first when he dropped the $2.
That was a good joke, and someone should laugh.
Ha.
See, I'll go with the denims and the chaps. Asses may or may not be included in the chaps.
Decker,
Nice little
you have no ass. You cannot wear assless chaps.
little cowboy hat.
Why
I
you
would
think he's
go with
wearing
the
them? He ain't got no ass. That's why they call it assless chaps.
Yeah. I would go with the 80s. Any chance to wear a lot of black leather?
Am I the only one who wants to go somewhere Victorian, Edwardian? But I don't want to wear the women's clothing. I want to wear the men's clothing because I'm like, but maybe with a corset. Maybe.
That's not stopping me. But
You're not. Do not imagine me in a corset, audience. Do not.
quit calling
You know,
me
you're just
audience.
encouraging them to, right?
Stop calling me audience.
If I haunt their dreams at night, it's a success.
Anyway,
Why are you doing it with one of those punchy clown toys?
I thought it was a monkey.
I thought it was a squeaky door. I don't know.
I'm just gonna move on.
So back,
Did
did you guys talk about the Batman thing yet?
No. I was thinking of that, and then everything just went. And I was like, okay.
You know, like my brain when ADHD kicks in.
Because I think no one else but me would think this, but I would love to see like a weird proper segue into Batman Beyond.
Oh,
So it's like a
yeah.
betweenquel. It's between Batman and Batman Beyond, and we can actually figure out the process between how we got from point A to point B.
I mean, they covered that a little bit in Batman Beyond with some really interesting stuff.
Wait, was that? No. That was in the Justice League cartoon. Never mind. When they you find out like what's his name? Not Tobey Maguire. What I keep want to say Tobey Maguire. Terry
McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis. There we go. I almost said Terry Crews. Terry McGinnis was like kind of like bred, or not necessarily bred, but they tried to like recreate what happened to Bruce Wayne because they wanted him to be like the next Batman.
They wanted to make sure that there would always be a Batman, and so they tried to recreate it.
Batman Between, yes.
Between what?
Yes.
Batman Between. I like that idea. You see, got the but they had those things that are like, oh, Bruce Wayne's getting older. He's making these bat suits to enhance his strength to try and keep doing this. They had the one part where in the one episode of Batman Beyond, he busts in the fucking place in a mecha bat suit.
Wasn't that one of the early episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jordan Carpenter.
That reminds me. You know what I got my kid watching? Motherfucking SWAT cats.
I
got my kid liking that show. That shit was just like. I'm sorry. Calm down. That was one of my favorite cartoon shows growing up. Yeah.
Jordan Carpenter has a message for Creepy.
Oh.
I hope you get your YouTube channel back soon. You're one of the best.
Oh, thank you.
One of the best around.
No one's gonna ever keep you down. Gosh. Why is so much my freaking music? Why is some of the music I love so much 80s ballads?
There's good music.
I mean,
I'm about to try to pull out some motherfucking Street Sharks, Samurai Piece of Cats. What else? There's so damn many. Remember the Mighty Ducks cartoon, Darkwing Duck? Which reminds me, I'm working on a Darkwing Duck like hip hop remix for the hell of it.
I want to hear
fucking
that.
SWAT cats. Where's my ban button? The fucking SWAT cats. Yeah, fucking fetus, biker rats from gargoyles. Oh,
get him hooked into Demona. Get him hooked into.
Oh yes, gargoyles. Just look that name alone. I'll be right back. I gotta go fap off. Like, yes.
Demona, make him wait. If you make him watch gargoyles, then you should make him watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, because half the cast is in that show.
John H. Skeleton dropped $2 saying, at TBD, I did some wink wink magic. That's nice. I enjoy magic. I like the COD ones. Or do you got the ones with the balls and they disappear in your hands?
Decker, why are you making people's balls disappear in their hands?
Yeah, you already got one of mine.
Happens sometimes.
That's a story worth telling.
What were we gonna say? We were gonna say something. Oh yeah, I remember there was a joke on Twitter going, "What do you call a group of Star Trek actors?" And someone goes, "Gargoyles."
Also, I was shocked to find out that Keith David was a pretty big gamer.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of games are you playing? I want to know if I have the same type. I want to know if I have the same taste.
Like, I became like kind of interested when I found out he did a voice in one of the Call of Duty games.
He also did a voice.
Modern Warfare.
He also did a voice in Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, and Saints Row the 4th.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, he was the leader of the Saints before your player takes over, and in the 4th one, he plays himself.
Well, yeah, he's the vice president, Keith David.
Yes, and you can romance him. It's not as fun as you think it is.
How badly do you want that Darkwing Duck hat? Yes. Yes. Is this rhetorical? The fuck?
Tony Todd is also a huge gamer. Really?
He was actually talking to the people who do Dead by Daylight. He wants to actually put Candyman in the game.
That'd be awesome.
There's rumor that he might have already did some voice work for them.
Oh, yeah, I think everybody knows he's the voice of Spawn. In fact, I love the fact Keith David came back to do the voice of Spawn in Mortal Kombat 11.
Can I just have Keith David just do awesome voice?
Oh, what were you about to say, creepy? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was going to say, you know how in Gargoyles, Goliath started saying jalapeno as an expletive, like when something would happen, he would...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was because Keith David dated a woman And she would do that. Like, she would, whenever something like made her mad or frustrated or something, she'd say jalapeno. And she got him to say it. She got him doing it. And so when he was doing gargoyles, Keith David asked the writers to work that in.
Well, now I have a new swear word for Twitch whenever I'm screwing up.
Henry Campbell. Everybody knows Henry Campbell is a gamer. In fact, supposedly he faked an injury recording the second season of The Witcher or something like that. When Cyberpunk came out.
I'd also like to point out the video of him actually building his own PC and unboxing all the parts.
So it gotta be tough when you're like, sorry guys, I dislocated both my knees and broke my wrist. I can't do it. And then like the next day you're back on the job, like yeah.
Well, apparently,
That's not good enough, Doctor.
Fun fact, Cyberpunk actually is admitting that they will be releasing slowly in trickle-down ways updates, and they'll all be free to fix and patch the game. Also, there's a bit of news on here that I don't think is actually on there about their new modding system.
Oh yeah.
You forgot the mod?
I forgot about that. They released a mod tool, which was nice, and they're like, hey, everyone, you can mod Cyberpunk now. Mod away. And how many hours later?
1 hour. It was 9 hours later.
Yeah, basically, it was released, it was basically like, you can now use our modding system to help mod your game. And it's basically, think of that thing that Fallout 4 has, which has the mods that you can buy, but we won't be buying. You can actually download for free. And it was like, okay. And then 9 hours later, like, please stop doing freaking Keanu Reeves sex porn. sex mods.
And I was reading that, like, you mean only you can put Keanu Reeves in the sex scenes? I mean, it's not like you shied away from that in the game.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like,
I
remember talking to a friend of mine who does modding, and he's like, so I can't do it ever? I go, no, you just can't do it for this company. He's like, well, Nexus Gaming Mods it is.
Timothy, you're fired.
And people were wondering if it's a legal thing, and I go, well, if Keanu Reeves is as chill as he is, he most likely is fully aware of the gaming community and what the gaming community likes to do. And if he's fully aware of it and he wouldn't be comfortable with it, he might not have actually done this game. That or he is completely blissfully ignorant and someone should tell him. No, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Can I be the one who tells him?
No, but someone made a joke saying, I made a joke with my friend and he's like, if we actually ask Keanu Reeves if it was cool, like on Twitter or something, and he says yes, could CD Projekt Red back up on the thing? Because they actually said the reason why they didn't want to do it is because they didn't feel comfortable using a real life person. They're like, yeah, use all the people that are.
They use several real life people in there. I'm just saying, like, Keanu's not the only one.
Yeah. It's just so weird to me. Like, it's like we're not okay with this. I'm like, if someone asks them and it's all cool, and he pins it on his Twitter, going, yes, you can.
Real quick, one question. What's your son's favorite episode of SWAT Cat so far? I'm curious.
I don't know. He seems to be enjoying them all.
Okay. Well, who does he prefer? Callie or Felina?
Boy, man, don't make me grill my son these damn questions next time I see him.
Listen, let the son.
You're wondering about it. Now you want to know.
I do. Shut the fuck up.
Emilio Valdez is asking us, does anyone have thoughts of what Japan is doing with their cosplayers? Yeah, they can go fuck
It's
themselves.
like, hey.
What's Japan thinking of doing to cosplayers?
Basically, they're trying to make it that any cosplayer who cosplays as their character and is making money with them and aren't working with aren't hired cosplayers for conventions and shit will basically be copyright.
Oh, jeez.
You still have your autograph picture of Chuck Norris? Boy, sell that shit on eBay. Make some money.
Yeah, basically Japan is like, we want to basically cause copyright infringement and legal issues because you are cosplaying as a character that is part of one of our many IPs and you're making money off of it.
Yeah, I'm that shit, someone needs to get slapped.
Okay, I need my dildo bat. I need to go to Japan with my dildo bat.
Someone just needs to get slapped. That's all I gotta say.
Because it's kind of stupid.
If you're ever getting a Trigun game, nah, it's too outdated at this point. Not enough fan base as well.
It's kind of weird because isn't it technically, Decker, I'm not the biggest expert on copyright, Japanese or otherwise, is it technically not, would it technically, if you're doing a cosplay of a character, is it under the same realm of doing fan art of a character?
Well, if you're doing cosplay of a character and making money, I think the idea there is it's sort of performance art with a copyrighted character. So technically, but at the same time, a cosplay is a very informal thing. It's not like you're booking this show, you are the hired entertainment, and you will be performing this copyrighted character.
I will be performing Hatsune Miku's Leak Dance live at Vegas.
It's a more informal, casual, just an essence of an extension of communication.
Yeah. So it's basically...
It's a manner of self-expression, which is a manner of communication, which, yeah...
So Japan is kind of stupid. I mean, Japan has weird porn rules. We've talked about Japan's porn rules. Let's not talk about Japan's porn rules. They're stupid. So yeah.
Next on the list.
Have a challenge for you. Sum up the 50s decade in 3 sentences.
Polio, racism, Cold War.
That's 3 terms.
Oh.
You know what, Julia? For me, to answer your question, I'm kind of stuck between the Metallicats and what's his name? Hard Drive.
Someone was
I love both of those characters, so good.
Jesse Gerardo goes, unless you're mass producing costumes from an anime and you're selling the cosplay outfits.
Yeah, that would...
That's a thing that I can understand the legal issues.
Yeah.
We're not doing Meth Gators the musical. We have to finish Meth Gators first.
Can I be
I'm high as fuck. Oh god, that gator's coming for me.
Hey, speaking of high fuck, I'm glad you said that. It is, what time is it? It's Blunt 06. Okay.
So, anyway. There is some stuff about the Lost and Found that's also in the title card if you're looking hard enough. Did you know that a PlayStation 1 game that's been in development for the last 20 years has finally been finished?
Is it still on PlayStation 1?
Kinda?
He saw the titty. He saw the titty.
Magic Castle. Oh god. Magic Castle. A never-before-released game developed for the original PlayStation has now been finished and made available to the general public. Entitled Magic Castle, the game was unsuccessfully pitched to several publishers back in 1998. However, one of the game's developers, who goes by Piroo, was able to track down the source code for Magic Castle and has now finished it. Described as a fantasy action RPG, the game has 4 different character types for players to choose from, including knights, magicians, archers, and fighters. The game features an isometric perspective, 4-player co-op, and an impressive soundtrack. No, that's just the Mimikyu.
Where's Mimikyu?
The Mimikyu's right here.
Oh, okay. Decker, one day you're going to have to remove that Mimikyu, and then someone's going to be like, where's Mimikyu? We missed Mimikyu. Mimikyu has become our mascot. Wait, we can't have Mimikyu as our mascot. Nintendo will
that's just a random hoodie with face.
It's a random bunny thing. It's not a Pokemon, it's a bunny.
Bunny
Wait,
thing.
didn't Warner Brothers make a D&D movie with one of the Wayans brothers in it?
Yeah, which Wayans?
The good one. Listen, of all the D&D movies, Decker, that you have watched, I have watched, which one's the good one?
Somehow the first one. Somehow!
I'd like to point out, it's the most accurate to a D&D session, especially the Wayans brother character, who apparently people hated. I'm like, that is the most D&D character ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
why don't we just rob God while we're up here?
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Marlon Wayans.
I read it the first time, Timothy. That's why I brought it up.
Can you stop becoming some weird entity?
Well,
But
how else am I supposed to censor myself?
there was also another game that was lost to time that is technically still sort of lost to time. It didn't really get finished and released. But the source code was found. There was a Tomb Raider 10th anniversary game planned for the PSP that was in development, and then they decided, hey, you know what? We should probably just make Tomb Raider for like Xbox and PlayStation and make that Tomb Raider anniversary.
The only good thing about a PSP was breaking it and using it for emulation.
Forget this one, and then they like scrapped the project, and then they were like, okay, we got a lot of assets here. We could make a Indiana Jones game out of it. And then that didn't happen either. But the source code has been found. and it's actually been released to the internet. And they say you can play the alpha version of Tomb Raider 10th Anniversary today. You'll need to install a patch, Visual Studio, and have either a PS4 or Xbox 360 controller. But once it's up and running, you'll be able to explore several locations.
Motorcycle dropped $2 asking, what about the animated movie based on the D&D cartoon?
Twitch.
Wait, was there one, or could there be one?
I'm not Googling this. I'm scared to Google this.
Do you remember the D&D cartoon?
No. It's real?
Yes, it was about a bunch of kids who went on a D&D ride, and somehow in their D&D fucking roller coaster ride, ended up in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, which is nothing like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's the little kids going on their whimsical adventures, and every once in a while, this really old, really short guy in a red robe would show up, and they'd be like, Dungeon Master, what's going on? And he'd be there like, yeah, I just shit my pants, and he just leaves.
Oh my god, that's what they... Okay, so there was a... There was a Party City costume, which was basically a knockoff of a thing which was supposed to be the Dungeon Master. That's what the Dungeon Master costume is based off of.
Yes!
Party City.
Yep.
Okay, listen. My world just got a lot more significant.
Kat, message me after we're done. I will send you I know things.
I know things. That's
I
all
also
you need to know.
What kind of cartoons have you found about Dungeons and Dragons, Creepy?
Actually, there's a certain branch of Japanese cartoon that can go under.
I've come to bargain.
I feel like Thick Black Daddy has become a very sparkly Zordon.
He's a Twilight vampire.
he's Zordon as Twilight Vampire.
I wouldn't say Twilight Vampire. He's too dark, and the sparkles aren't on his skin.
That's fair.
So he's fine. He can still be Zordon. He'd be better than the Zordon in the movie.
True.
Probably a stupid question. Did you two drop Creepy's channel or something? Yeah, you've been MIA, have you?
Yeah.
Ooh, lizards.
Yeah, they hit him with a whole bunch of copyright strikes at once, and that's what happens when they do that. Any plans to review the rest of the I Spit on Your Grave movies? I really don't want to.
If he doesn't feel comfortable, Decker, you don't have to do it. Also, would you ever cover League of Extraordinary Gentlemen starring Sean Connery? If you do, it means you got to talk about the comic, which I forced myself to read.
But we have talked about the lost games discovered, the lost and found entertainment, and that brings us to our Twitter poll. Yes! We have one!
Oh, Max V also wanted to point out you in a bra and a skirt looks really good on you.
Thank you. But...
For his OnlyFans, he will be wearing that.
The Twitter poll is, what entertainment lost to time would you like to be found and released unto the masses?
Lone Dragon has a message for you, Decker.
Is it about my giant hands?
No. You know that one question Lone Dragon has always been asking?
Oh yeah, I watched it. The ships and stuff were all CGI, weren't they? I mean, good CGI. They're made to look like it's animated, but they're very, very,
This is a
very...
movie that came out in like 1983, Decker.
Okay, then they were rotoscoped.
Wait, is that the movie that basically is just Star Wars with the guy with the golden sword and some chick with a...
It's Star Wars.
You could say heavily inspired by.
Oh yeah, I think Nostalgia Critic did a review of it with someone.
Much like I was heavily inspired by the Nostalgia Critic.
It all comes together, Decker. I know what your next anniversary review should be.
Anyway, what entertainment lost to time would you like to be found and released unto the masses? Choice the number one. We have the classic PlayStation 1 game that I was looking forward to, but it never released. Thrill Kill.
Oh, that reminds me. There was a version of Prey before the...
Hey, I remember that game. Didn't it get, like, censored and relabeled to something else?
I heard that they just never released it because the game sucked. But I still want to play it, damn it!
Oh, yeah, the gameplay was ass. You can actually find... Not that I noticed. You can actually find, like, the unfinished ISO fairly easy.
Oh, okay. Well, choice number two is the Tremors TV series starring Kevin Bacon. Choice the number three is the American Sailor Moon.
No! Decker! We've talked about this! No!
And finally, we have Kill Bill Volume 3. On Twitter,
Food.
on Twitter at Decker Shadow, 30 minutes starting now, and I will be sharing the link in the chat very shortly, possibly
Yes!
before you
Single-
hear the sentence based on
Single-player
exactly
gamer.
how long the delay
Single-player
is.
gamer, that's true. It did become the Wu-Tang fighting game.
Decker.
Really,
Why-
Wu-Tang.
Decker, didn't we agree to not do the American Sailor Moon or ever reference
No, you
it?
yelled at me to not do it, but I ignored you.
That's sexist.
Decker, I swear to all that is unholy from the 9 hells and beyond, and even Lovecraft's sex closet, I will hunt you down!
Strip Fighter was a real game. Wasn't that Fighting Vipers? Or is it a different one?
No, Strip Fighter is an actual game. I've seen
Oh
it.
God! Now I remember. Yes, yeah.
It's the one where you... It,
Yeah,
think
that-
of it like the...
That's like Mortal Kombat with bikinis and spanking.
Well, it's that, and I was going to say, if you ever remember back in the days of the 90s and the Attitude Era, or the Attitude Era of WWE, there used to be matches called strip matches, only for the girls. I wonder why. And you basically had to fight the girls and strip them down to their bra and panties. Yes, this was a match type in the WWE.
I saw a bra and panty match at the one match of wrestling I went to, and I was frustrated that they never finished fighting. They just started kissing each other. I'm like, come on, I want to know who wins. Tackle the bitch.
Decker, how old are you?
This was in Pennsylvania.
I was joking. Never tell him about the leather face matches. Never tell him about those.
I think I was 19.
Really? Really? No, I'm sorry. Maybe he controlled his horny teenager some this. That's why.
I just want to see a good fight finished.
Was
They
it-
barely got started, then they start making out, and then the fight's like being over because the storyline shit starts coming in. I'm like, come on, someone through a table already.
Decker, the women wrestlers didn't get thrown through tables that often because that's the sexism of the WWE.
Ah.
Although apparently the women are now doing more violent matches again.
Mm.
Allegedly.
How many of them get thrown through tables?
A fair amount. Table
Nice!
Oh, John A. Skeleton, what the hell's wrong? Don't watch that movie.
Is there something I should know?
About that movie?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to do a humble brag. I
Just
did it.
tell him.
It's a. You know what Midsommar's about, right?
No.
It's a movie about cults, and it is fucking disturbing as fuck.
Like, in the fun way?
No,
I mean, things can be disturbing in a fun way.
no, Decker. No, what's more disturbing is the fans
Like
of
cheesecake hentai.
Ew. Anyway, no, Midsommar is a movie that, as a person who knows a whole lot about cults and very possessive, abusive relationships, this movie.
So they get it right?
They got it a little too right for my comfort.
Nice!
The problem also is there's the fans of them who are all these women who are all like, this is about female empowerment, girl power. I'm like, did none of you no. What's wrong with you?
If you
women?
like Hereditary, you will love it.
I hated Hereditary. It made me feel miserable.
It's about brainwashing. That would be
Okay.
cults and, yeah.
Very abusive relation, very possessive
According to-
abusive relations.
According to Brandon Kilgore, they should do another Star Wars thing of Caravan of Courage and Ewoks narrated by me and Creepy. I don't know how to feel about that yet.
Modern feminism about misandry. No. See, okay. 1, stop spamming, you ass, or we're gonna have to put you in timeout. 2, modern feminism is supposed to be about equality. What you're thinking of is misandry, which is not feminism. That's just idiots. This is the problem. Feminism is about equality. But then a certain person whose name shall not be mentioned, but she has blocked me.
Oh, fun! that's how you know you're doing good in the world.
That's how you know you're doing good in the world. That so-called feminist of video games. She basically started this whole straw manning of what feminism should be, which is about man-hating, which it shouldn't be. And that woman doesn't know shit about Bayonetta, and I am sick and tired of her complaining about Bayonetta. I kind of sort of went on a tirade against the very well-known female. The very
A
well-known.
tirade is in singular, not more than one.
Trust me, it was only once. About basically calling her an Okay, I called her an idiot because she didn't do her research about Bayonetta and how Bayonetta was created by a woman and is basically a female power fantasy of what she wanted to be. And she was basically saying that Bayonetta was created by a man, and I'm like, you dumb bitch! I'm about to do something I hate doing. And that's how I got blocked by Anita Sarkeesian.
Cenobite Crunch says, Midsummer may be one of the best movies I have seen about cults. The raw emotion shown by the main actress is stunning. It's trippy and ballsy as hell. I have to check this out.
I just felt very uncomfortable watching it, and even more so when you know how some...
Well, is it, like, uncomfortable, like, this is too real, or is it uncomfortable, like, yes, I understand how horrible this is. I really don't want to witness it for the next 40 minutes. Could you please stop?
First one. Well, it's a combination. If you really know and know it yourself, and it's very, very realistic to what it is. Because if I remember correctly, Dead Meat James also talked about Midsommar. And he talked about how he knew people who were in situations like that and knew their stories. And he's like, oh, God, they got it accurate. You know, that kind of situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, personally, I just feel like when there is depth to explore and they just kind of pussyfoot around it and they never really fully commit, it's missed opportunity. So it depends on how well it's executed all around. I mean, that sounds like it might be a horrible, difficult watch, but I am intrigued.
If you want to watch it, I'm not going to judge you for watching it. I won't judge you for reviewing it. I won't judge you for anything.
No, it is something that I feel like I should watch by myself. I shouldn't drag Charlie along to watch it.
I mean, well, has Charlie ever been in a very bad relationship?
What do you think?
Okay, yeah, good point. If Charlie wants to watch it, let Charlie watch it, but just basically go, you've been warned.
See, my whole thing is, like, when I first started, when I watched I Spit on Your Grave, the original, the first time I watched it, I was watching it with her. We had to stop.
Uh-oh.
And it was... I wanted to stop, too.
Yeah. That's why he hasn't continued that series, and I do not blame him.
Well, I mean, I finished watching that movie, and I did review it. And I did the remake. After a while, it wasn't right after the others like I had originally intended. Yeah, that's a series. That's
Just remember, Decker, if you don't feel comfortable anytime watching the movie, I will warn you, there is the very hard R happening to a male character in that movie.
Which
it rhymes with great.
Which movie? Midsommar?
Midsommar, yes.
Ah, okay.
So again, I'm warning you if you do not feel comfortable with that idea.
Well, does it go on for 50 minutes?
50 or 15?
Either way.
Goes for a pretty decent amount of time that does make you like,
I get the point, you can stop now.
Yeah, basically.
Do I have to be a witness to this entire damn thing?
We're not spoiling. I love Seven Desasnos going, please don't spoil this movie for me, please. Well, we're not spoiling.
I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable?
I'm
really?
uncomfortable.
Oh, no. Decker is being told by Jordan Carpenter, you have to watch the extended cut. That's the preferred version by the director.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh. How much is extended? How many more minutes are added? Is it another...
I don't know. I just want
5, 10, or 48?
3 hours.
Oh, boy. A Serbian film, you say? Please review a Serbian film. Oh, lovely.
Cenobite Crunch is offering to make you feel comfortable, Big Black Daddy.
You got 5 minutes.
Also, Jordan Carpenter says the extended cut is like an extra 20 minutes.
Is it only on the grape scene?
Most likely, no.
Oh.
I love how they're like, don't spoil it for Decker. I'm not spoiling. I'm not telling him the exact scenes. I'm just saying, hey, these things are in here. If you're uncomfortable watching shit like this, maybe don't watch this movie.
I like how some movies is like the guy's arms getting ripped off and they're like, you can really see the veins and viscera. Fun!
Yay!
Others, it's like,
Attack on Titan Season 4.
Has anyone?
No, supposedly it's really good. I stopped at Season 2 because I fell asleep.
Watch a German expressionist movie. Yeah, let's find a German movie
Still
called
more
Happy
watchable than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Is it bad that I like that movie?
I'm,
Oh God, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I just remember it's like I watched the original Mortal Kombat movie and I was like, yo, this is actually a pretty damn good movie based on a video game. And so I was like there day one for MK Annihilation. I'm like, it's getting a sequel. There is a god. I'm getting this. And I put it in and I start watching it. And within the first 5 minutes, I had realized what a terrible mistake I had made.
Listen, it wasn't as bad as I, who went to see the Silent Hill movies in theaters, and then thought in a very, very false glimmer of hope, thinking the sequel would be better, and saw that in theaters.
Oh.
I saw the Doom movie.
In theaters?
Which one? The original or the Doom Annihilation?
The one with the one with the Rock.
Oh, the good one.
Yeah.
That's the good one.
I was about to say, why couldn't they just do a movie like Hardcore Henry, where it's all in first person? It would be great. It is possible to do a first person movie.
Yeah, I think that's funny because it's like the original plans for the Doom movie that they were kicking around for years was described as something like Hardcore Henry, but then they said, but it just wasn't possible. It's just not, you can't make a movie that way. And then Hardcore Henry comes out.
Ray D, you late? Well, you like a couple months late. That Monster Hunter movie already out.
We don't speak of the Monster Hunter World movie.
I wasn't that bad.
We don't speak of it.
I haven't watched it yet. Shut up.
I have not watched it yet, but I still just remember the pictures and the trailer and the Jeep and the machine gun.
And the women,
like, if I could take a Jeep and a machine gun into Monster Hunter, I would. Let's be honest.
But it would make the fighting so much easier, Decker.
Well, I'd like to go in personally with a revolver and a shotgun, if I may.
Decker.
Well, you got a shotgun in that game. That's close enough.
Oh, hell yeah. What do I gotta go up to get the shotgun?
A heavy bow gun.
Ah. You see, that's my problem. I went up and bust a sword.
See, Decker.
I mean, you can get a busted sword in that game.
You can do dual blades. You can do hammers. I went the gun route, and all my friends were telling me, stop going the gun route. I'm like, and yet how many times have I sniped the creature from over here to help your butt?
See, my problem is always just with Monster Hunter is I play the demo, I'm hunting a monster, I'm having fun. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome, I like this. Then I get the game, and the tutorial is 10 hours long, and I never get through it.
Yeah, I feel you. That's why I couldn't play Monster Hunter for a while, because I'm like, is the tutorial over yet?
How'd I laugh in 1,300 hours? I fucking love Monster Hunter.
Oh, I have not sold it, Judson Gaiden. Though it would probably be worth something right about now. The costs of ammunition and firearms is just going.
Oh, yeah. Savage Tiger 13 dropped $20 in the game.
I know what I'm getting with that.
All looking good. And I hope things are improving for you, Creepy. I really miss you.
Aww. Also, First Attempt was talking about how there's a lot of military and it's a stupid addition. Yeah, it's a military propaganda movie. That's why. The U.S. military actually is a very, very big producer of that movie.
Ah.
If you ever see a movie that's very...
Chaos Chronicle.
If you ever see a movie that's very...
That's all.
See, a very prominent army, America, fuck yeah, hoorah, the American army is great, and they're not being made as the bumbling idiots that they usually are. 9 times out of 10, the U.S. military budget went to that movie.
So, Legendary Godzilla.
Yay.
Was that an animation one?
No.
No. It was a live action one with a
2014, I think, right?
Was it like a total of like 14 minutes of Godzilla time?
But you got plenty of the army, doing pretty damn good against Godzilla.
You can actually watch
random fact, Chaos. Lost Planet 1 and 2 shares the same game engine with the current Monster Hunter World.
Yes.
As well as Dragon's Dogma, if you want to go that deep.
Also, if you're a fan of the MCU, just watch all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. You can actually tell which ones had the military actually pay for them, because you can see how many jokes you get, because you can see how many jokes are made fun of the U.S. military. So Iron Man 2 did not get given money by the U.S. military. Captain America, on the other hand, did.
I just realized I haven't changed my underwear in 5 days. Normally, I notice after 3.
Okay, men folk, I do not need to hear about y'all and your nasty drawers. You're nasty. You're nasty.
Spear and shield fighter. The Lancer class.
Yeah, Lancer.
Have you seen Tremor 7 Shrieker Island? I saw it for sale on Blu-ray for $10, so that's coming.
Oh, goody. We know Decker's future.
Yeah! Shrika Island.
Let's
Shrika Island. Shrika, 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 Shrika Island.
At least he's not trying to shimmy with his non-existent.
Last time I did a shimmy with my non-existent boobs, one of them fell out.
I hate it when that happens. I mean, what?
That's why you don't buy the cheap silicone from the
my
guy
rules.
who's sketchy behind the 7-Eleven.
They were coconuts from the produce section.
I'm trying to remember, what was the last movie? Oh, I watched Tenet. Blazed out of my fucking mind. What a mistake.
Okay, new rule. If you are going to get blazed out of your effing mind, watch a movie you have watched before so it doesn't make you go crazy.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Hate me later. New Dog Prime dropped, yeah.
2 pounds going, MX World fixes all the problems, no tutorial. True. And all my hardcore Monster Hunter fans who have been playing since the very first game on the PS something and also have played it on the teeny tiny DS are all like, Monster Hunter World is way too easy, it's way too easy, and we're laughing at all those who are playing the new Monster Hunter World and are complaining that it's too hard. And we're like, no, that's normal. What
was that Metal Monkey dropped $5 saying Godzilla vs. Kong is coming.
Monster Hunter World fixes all the problems, no tutorial. I'm still there, like, I got the leash up my ass. I'm like, can I hunt a monster yet? It's like, you're doing this one. Like, I want to do whatever. I want to get a choice, work up my things. It's like, now you have to go over here and follow this man to say hello to the shopkeeper. I don't want to say hello to the shopkeeper. I want to kill some.
Did you play with the Poogie? Did you pet the Poogie, Decker? Did you pet the Poogie?
Only as much as I was forced to.
Decker, you monster. Petting the Poogie actually teaches you something.
No. I'm sorry, go on.
No, if you pet the Poogie, it actually teaches you how long you need to cook your food if you're out on the field cooking food.
I
never do that.
Just want to murder.
But yeah, no Lone Dragon. You thinking of Monster Rancher. Yeah. Monster Hunter is where you just cause mass genocide with a hint of colonization.
Are we the bad guys in that game?
Are we the baddies? Well, we just showed up at this new world. It's amazing. It's full of life. Let's kill it, make weapons out of it, and then use it to kill bigger ones.
Are we the
I think I said something like that in one of my last Monster Hunter streams. I was just like, hey, Legiana, I'm wearing your mother.
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's talk about important things like Universal. Talk about Universal.
What about Universal? Oh, the classic, the old ancient, the old classic Universal monster movies. They've decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna release that on YouTube for free. No ads, just everywhere, all over the world, are old ass things that are technically in the public domain anyway. So let's just let everyone see it.
Now, how long until it's a third-party claim by some country that isn't even universal?
Yeah, the Dracula, 1931, The Mummy, 1932, Frankenstein, 1931, Bride of Frankenstein, 1935, The Invisible Man, 1933, The Wolf Man, 1941, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, 1948.
A lot of Bela Lugosi.
Yes. But, yeah, considering the amount of riffs I did on public domain films for Patreon and the fact that I had to stop doing that because I got so damn many copyright claims.
By third parties who are not associated with this movie whatsoever.
Yeah, ad rev for a third party, or one of my favorite little copyright claim adventures was against Little Dot Studios for The Ghoul, 1938, which is it is one of the public domain movies that is extensively well documented of how it got in the public domain and when. Who owned it? Who died? When did they die? At what point, at what day did this move over to the public domain? Everything meticulously recorded on that movie. And these motherfuckers were fighting tooth and nail over this claim. I'm like, you assholes!
Oh, Steven, to answer your question, I have not played Gungrave. I had an Xbox during the whole PlayStation era thing.
Like, I'm there sending them, like, dates, and I was like, this guy made it with this person. The last person involved died then, according to this law, written at this period, in this region, where this was all held together. This then, therefore, moved over to the public domain at this time, and according to international copyright law over here, this law is respected here, according to Article 7 of Piece 13, you motherfuckers are fucking trying to rob me!
And let's see, Gym 5. I have not seen enough Attack on Titan. Like I said, I kind of fell off at the season 2, and Metal Monkey dropped $5 saying I kind of feel bad for Universal. Their modern monsterverse hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
I have a way to fix it. Try not to fucking do Marvel and just do some really good standalone movies. And if they happen to all be good and standalone, then you can do some freaking crossover. Is that too much to ask?
I'm pretty sure this will ever make some money.
Isn't that how they did it the first
Naked
time?
women. Naked women.
A bunch of standalone movies and then they put it into crossovers.
Wait, what again? What again, Creepy?
I said, wasn't that how they did it the first time? They made a bunch of standalone movies, and when those were popular, they had crossovers.
Talking about the Universal Monsters or MCU?
Like,
Monsters.
Oh yeah, with the Monster Mash. That's what it was called. When it was a crossover, it was known as a Monster Mash.
Right. You know, yeah, that's how they did it the first time. So they got it right once. I don't know why they can't again. Oh wait,
I think it's because they're basically being run by people who just see dollar signs and don't actually see. In the not so great words of Michael Eisner, former CEO of Disney, we are not here to make art. We are here to make money. Yes, that was his philosophy. And then he passed it on to Bob Iger, and then Bob Iger has passed it on to his guy. And his guy is actually fucking ruining Disney right now and not paying attention to the actual parks and doing fucking maintenance on the stupid freaking animatronics as of late. And he's been ignoring that, too busy focusing on other things that he needs to be focused. Hi, I'm mad.
Man, you just quilted like 3 inches just now. Whatever.
Wait. Fine. I will now knit in peace. And be peaceful and calm.
I feel like if the next Predator movie does get out, Kat will have like an entire Afghan in an hour.
Are you sure it's not pronounced Nafgan?
Afghan, then.
Afghan.
Nafgan.
Hey, what about Africans? You leave my son out of this.
No, we're not talking about your child. No, Afghan. It's a blanket. It's
but my mother always told me Nafgan.
They're not Nafgans. They have an A in the name, darn it.
To me, it's God damn it.
See, Ray D has a good point. I want a new werewolf movie with good practical effects.
Hey, Thick Black Daddy, most people tell me to watch One Punch Man or Overlord, but I just don't like overpowered characters like that. See, the funny thing is about One Punch Man, it actually doesn't really focus on him. It focuses on everyone around him.
Also, if you watch Overlord, I've been told this by many an Overlord fan, do not watch the remake, watch the original. Because they were trying to do the 3D animation, but they have compared it to the first season of Ruby, and if you've ever seen the first season of Ruby, available on YouTube, you know how... Unless it's a fight scene, the animation's kind of.
That was because everything's good when Monty was, kicking.
Yeah, I mean it's still good. It has its good points, not all the good points, but it still has its good points. Persian rugs are beautiful. Yes, they are. And since I am not Persian, don't know how to make a rug, I will not be making a Persian rug during Live and Wired.
Oh yeah,
Outlaw Star. Yes. So I just read Outlaw Star. Read about Outlaw Star. I love Outlaw Star.
Watch Outlaw Star.
Yeah, just watch Outlaw Star at the end.
All right, there's a couple of Lucas properties that were normally the purview of Electronic Arts because they had like exclusive rights to crap. Because that's fun.
Oh yeah.
That's finally falling through, and it looks like it's not being renewed because several things are being made by other companies.
You mean we might actually get a freaking game that's single player and has actually a really, really good plot and actually has good storytelling? It isn't just basically I want money, give me now. Can you tell I'm so pissed?
I kind of thought that was Jedi Fallen Order, but depends on if you like Souls-like games.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Souls-like game person
but it's funny for people that like Souls-like games. It's actually kind of difficult to find them because I mean literally Souls-like. There are people who like Souls games, and they tend to like From Software Souls games.
They hate is it Bloodborne? Yeah, Bloodborne. Do they hate Bloodborne?
That's another From Software.
That's a
game.
From Software game. They're fine with it. But
Okay.
you have Sekiro Shadows Die Twice from Software. That is the pinnacle, holy, great, wonderful gaming. And then you have Nioh, which was made before it, where it was someone else saying, hey, what if you did a Souls-like game with ancient Japanese stuff? And they hate it.
See, I do have C is saying, no wonder she don't got a channel. I do have a channel on YouTube, darling. I play video games on there.
And there's games like Remnant from the Ashes, which is Souls-like third-person shooter, which I think is a really fun game.
Wait, which one?
Remnant from the Ashes.
Hey, I have that game.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I only got the base game though. I don't have the DLC.
Yeah, I don't have the DLC either, but the base game is still enough game there, and I'm having a hell of a time on the second world.
I had a bad taste of repetition in that game.
Which one?
Well,
Remnant from the Ashes.
the worlds are randomized.
Yeah. Oh, Hunt Showdown! I need to get that game. I remember playing like the beta of that game and had so much fun.
Doom Lord, if you want to know where my channel is, it's in Decker's description. You can click on that link and subscribe to me if you wish to watch videos.
Yeah, so a lot of people who like Souls games don't care for Souls-like, as I've found. But anyway, Ubisoft is going to be working on the next Star Wars game.
Oh yeah, EA lost all that shit, didn't they?
Yeah. Ubisoft is going to be making, get this, an open-world single-player game.
Oh my, who didn't see that coming?
I mean, it's Ubisoft. Okay, never mind. I was like,
Yeah, Ubisoft.
I wonder
Look,
how many towers we can climb.
Deca, you know what we need to do? We need to open up a competing game company, go against Ubisoft and call it Me Be Hard.
or really hard. Based game.
But also, there's a new Indiana Jones game coming from Bethesda.
Wait, I have 20 questions.
How badly is the whip going to just clip through the wall, and then Indiana's head's going to be on backwards? And
No, is it going to fall? Because see, when I hear Indiana Jones, I get excited, and then I hear video game, and then I get panicky because I know how freaking.
And then you hear Bethesda.
And then you hear Bethesda, and you're like, "There's potential, but it ain't gonna be the best."
So we're talking like a Morrowind here, or are we talking like a 76?
Oh, please, not a 76. No, because I'm interested in like Indiana Jones theme.
Hold on. Let me cut you off for like 1 second. This mysterious person said, "Please mute cat." All right, no problem. Boom, problem solved.
Some asshole saying I'm annoying.
Yeah, she's not muted on my end. Everyone can still hear.
Patricia's off her meds.
Okay.
Anyway.
Do we have to get that damn crystal skull again? Maybe.
Well, that's the problem. I would like an Indiana Jones-like game where you get to be a architect. Wait, that's basically Lara Croft. I was about to describe a good Lara Croft game.
I can't help but think if they make a Indiana Jones game, I keep going back to like Uncharted.
Yeah. As long as it's not like, new Lara Croft and it's old Lara Croft, I could be like interested in a game like that. Can you tell I don't like the Lara Croft? Anyway,
yeah.
But I'd be interested, but again, it's Bethesda who doesn't really do games that would work in an Indiana Jones-like scenario. I mean, the dungeon crawling would be fun because they can do dungeons real well. Dungeons and tombs and because we've seen that in Skyrim.
As long as I'm gonna use, what's that current engine they've been using for the past 2 decades?
The same engine they've been using since Fallout 3?
No, before that, I'm talking about like Morrowind.
Yeah, they were using it since Morrowind.
Oh, sorry.
It was called Gamebryo back then. They've added enough stuff on top of it that they're calling it Creation now.
Oh, Lone Dragon goes, Indiana Jones spin-off game. Short Round, the game. The actor who plays Short Round is like really stupid.
Wait, did we miss a super chat? Oh shit, my bad. I'm sorry, Skeleton TBD. Have you seen Dodo Hidoro? Yes, and that shit is lit. Fucking love that anime. I'm glad you brought that up.
Indiana Jones going to be a softer Tomb Raider?
Yeah. starring a grizzled old man.
Well, how old is Indiana going to be in this? And do you play as Indiana or do you play as Junior? I want to know if I get to be the dog.
Man, look, I don't want to hear what's his name? The main character, the actor.
Harrison Ford?
Oh God, what is it? Harrison Ford. Yeah, I don't want to hear Harrison Ford just casually walking, sound like a box of Rice Krispies, fresh milk on that shit, snap, crackle, and pop. He old. Leave him alone.
Yeah, Timothy Armstrong. It is kind of sad that the Uncharted game got canned due to you know what, you know who, and you know where. And also, according to Doomlord, the link doesn't work, Decker.
What link?
To my channel.
Why not?
John Skeleton, I love everybody in that anime.
Wait, is
really
Dohrio the one that has the really good looking man that everyone keeps telling me, Kat, you need to watch this, we know your type?
Hell no.
Oh, which one's Dohrio?
Ain't nobody.
Let me check
It's
this
a dude
link.
with the lizard head. And he has a dude that's living inside his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it does. I just went to the channel. I copied and pasted the link to my browser, and it went to the channel. Cat Lunicia, 1.79k subscribers.
Lunicia, and also half the subscribers aren't even active because
Yes, I would love a fucking Fraser video game.
Fraser?
Fuck yeah, boy, let's have a bar sim game starring like Cheers. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, do you want? I mean, the only way a Frasier game would work is like a puzzle game / dating sim / open novel. Yeah.
Actually, there's some potential here.
Dude,
Okay,
what was that surgeon game? Anybody remember that weird like surgeon game? You're in the back of an ambulance.
Surgeon
like,
Simulator.
Surgeon Simulator starring House MD.
Oh god.
There are videos of me playing that game on my channel. Please click the link provided and hear me doing a very, very bad medic impersonation. No,
I don't know what you're talking about,
How
Timothy.
about a nanny sim game starring Fran Drescher?
Oh
It
god.
would be a fashion game half the time. You know that.
No, it would be about see whether or not you can get the kids through the day without killing them.
You mean like
And try to
avoiding the kids dying from their own stupidity, or just losing your shit?
both.
Order 66? Oh my god, I'll never forget the one time I went to Burger King and when I got my receipt, it actually said order 66. I flipped my shit.
So did you
Golden Girls dating simulator? Yes, I would love a Betty White pussy bomb. Anyway, I've said too much.
You've said many things. A modification simulator starring Burt Gummer. What's that one gun game, Decker, that you used to play that basically was taking apart and putting together guns?
World of Guns.
Yeah, that's basically that. That's World of Guns. There
Everyone
you go.
he killed, he got a body part back. That sounds interesting, Timothy, but I have no idea what anime you're talking about, though.
Anyway, let's talk about things that are.
I just went to the link. It worked just fine for me.
Well, no, it's just like Doom now is just basically like link doesn't work. Are you clicking it or copy pasting it?
I mean, it would work either way, so I don't see the issue here.
World of Guns VR. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Order 69. Nice.
What do you think Order 69 would be?
I need to stop. I need to stop humming.
Though
I'm listening to Papa the Rapper's soundtrack.
See, I just play hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades in VR.
Did you play the? Isn't there like a Team Fortress 2 DLC that's free for that game?
Meat Fortress. Yeah.
Yeah. How is it? Have you played it? I'm a TF2 fan.
I played a little bit of it, but it's only against bots and such, and I suck. So.
Decker.
Link works damn hard to defeat Ganon and save Zelda, and still gets no booty.
Listen, because Zelda is. Never mind. Ganon is hot.
Hydrated Ganon is hot.
No, Twilight Princess Ganon is hot. Hyrule Warriors Ganon is hot.
Not as hot as hydrated Ganon.
Decker,
What is hydrated Ganon?
It's basically Decker.
Now I'm about to Google this. Hold on.
Make sure you have safe for Sean. Make sure you have safe for Sean.
No.
Hydrated Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Hydrated Ganondorf. Ganondorf from Twilight Princess is hot. Ganondorf from Hyrule Warriors is hot.
Oh, Ganon is a pig. Yeah.
Yeah.
He found it.
That or he found some of my. Never mind.
Delete.
What you learn? What you learn?
No, don't. Words. That's what I learned.
Nah, those things.
CGMM 5D.
Hydrated Bowser.
Woo. Anyway, hello, fellow Campbell. I am actually a situational player, but if you're talking about my top three, it's usually sniper, medic, heavy. No, sorry, heavy, sniper, medic, in that order.
See, I would play Team Fortress Classic, and I'd play as a spy.
Which was based off of a game glitch.
Well, yes, but you see, I would take out the one weapon that actually the spy had that was the same weapon that snipers had. I'd disguise myself as an enemy sniper, and I'd act like I'm just a stupid sniper, like, hey, I'm using this weapon, I'm not sure what I'm doing, I'm trying, I'm shooting like around, my guy's like, oops, a daisy, I just can't. I suck! And the other sniper comes next to me, and they're trying to actually do a good job, I'm like, knife! Fuck!
Doom Lord, that's Patricia's channel. No, I am not Patricia. I am Kat. That Old School Lane is still. Is Old School Lane still on your links thing, Decker?
Yeah, but is that
Okay.
is that not working anymore?
I watch anime. Like
Oh wait, that's right. Patricia's channel. No, she had a video that got messed up. Did her channel get completely messed up as well?
I don't think so. I don't think her channel was deleted. I think the video was taken down.
Yeah, the video got deleted.
Okay, let me.
Oh yeah, they're coming out with another Shaman King anime. Timothy.
Okay, you nerds.
And Bomberman, Mighty Bomb Jackal, Bomberman Hero.
Okay, let me check.
And Nintendo 64 in particular.
No, that link's working too.
Hello, my name is Patricia Miranda. And
Oh my God! Oh God! They found my Undertale. They found my Undertale videos. I'm glad everyone thinks my voice is adorable for Alphys, the character everyone compares me to. I forgot about my Undertale videos.
So yeah, the link to Patricia's channel also still works.
Okay, good. So who knows what's going on? Oh,
So
I
it's
do.
just that Decker can't link Cat's channel.
No, I the link is there. It's fine. It worked. Everything is working fine.
Everything's fine.
This is fine.
I've been wanting to get.
I'm
into
okay
this
with the way things are currently unfolding.
Decker, you really need to make a background behind yourself that's everything's on fire every time this is fine. I'm just saying.
I need to get like a good green screen going.
Why don't you just buy a freaking blue tarp? They're about the same color as blue screen blue.
Because I wear blue.
Well, stop wearing blue.
Okay.
Decker, no!
Algorithm, what are you doing? I'm not sure. YouTube is always with the crazy.
Let's see. Sniper Elite. I've been wanting to get into Sniper Elite. The only problem is I don't have money. I am poor.
Oh, yeah.
People do not give me money on my Twitch streams.
In the news of games and such, there was some sort of leak involving Metroid Prime 4 that I read. I read the article on, and I was like, meh. Because
So why is there a Galaxy Quest 2?
Why is there a Galaxy Quest 2?
there's a script for a Galaxy Quest 2.
Why is there a script for Galaxy Quest 2? Alan Rickman can't play Dr. Lazarus, aka Alexander Dane. How are they going to fulfill it without sassy Alan Rickman? I mean, he is sexy too.
Well, as an excerpt in the article says, Tim Allen says, it's a fabulous script, but it had a hiccup because the wonderful Alan Rickman passed. That's a hiccup.
That's a massive. Okay, thank God.
That ain't no damn hiccup. That's a choke.
So it all got very sad and dark because the script was all about Lazarus and Taggart. It was about their story. Doesn't mean they can't reboot the idea, and the underlying story was hysterical and fun. I haven't reached out to anybody in the last week, but we talk about it all the time, Alan adds. There is constantly a little flicker of a butane torch that we could reboot it with. Without giving too much away, a member of Alan's Galaxy Quest family could step in, and the idea would still work.
No.
I want Galaxy Quest 2.
I don't, because Galaxy
I should make
Quest...
Sonic R lo-fi music.
Okay, ignore the thickums right now. But Decker, Galaxy Quest was a perfect little bubble. It had a perfect beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't need a sequel. I'm saying this, and I'm a huge freaking Galaxy Quest fan, okay?
Granted, but Sigourney Weaver. I still never found out how her boobs fit into her suit.
You really want to know how her boobs fit into the suit? Because I can
Yes.
tell you the trick on every cosplayer.
They're detachable.
No, you want to know? There's a special tape that women use for cosplay, and they use that to keep them up, as well as corsets and prayer.
Corsets.
Right.
It's now going to be the name of my new lingerie line, corsets and prayer.
CJEMM5D says, "Hey, Cat, that doesn't stop Hollywood.
It will when I become president.
Will Galaxy Quest 2 have Justin Long? I want."
What has he been up to? I haven't seen him in
Since
anything.
Galaxy Quest.
No, he was in a Die Hard movie. I remember that. That's the
Oh,
last
yeah.
thing I remember him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has he been doing? See, so Cartoon Man 15 4 minutes Galaxy Quest TV show wouldn't work.
Just imagine, like, that's just what you're saying to him as you find him in sleeping by a dumpster behind a Denny's. Justin Long, what have you been doing? Like,
We haven't seen you since Galaxy Quest. That was in 1999.
Wait, they're making a spinoff to Walker, Texas Ranger?
Why?
Okay.
What they gonna call it? Craig the Houstonian? Like what?
He was in Jeepers Creepers, Dodgeball, Accepted, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
oh yeah, that.
That's why.
He chased down that chipmunk money.
Well, all I'm hearing is a career going downhill.
Omega, Comet, and the Lookalike.
So that's all the movies he's done since post Galaxy Quest.
All I hear is a career going down the drain.
We have a $5 donation by I Metal Monkey, by Grandpa's Hammer, by the Sons of Warvan. You shall be avenged. Shut up! We have to do the Galaxy Quest salute.
Lone Dragon, that creepy. My brother says you don't talk enough. Oh yeah, Lone Dragon, I hope you accidentally become a great father. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
None of
None of the fuck.
That side, like sequel to Galaxy Quest on paper sounds okay, but when I think about it, like when I really think about it, I'm like, but yeah, it was kind of a complete movie in and of itself. Dude, does it really need to have a sequel?
I would be okay with a Galaxy Quest comic book, because one, then you don't have to rely too much on, an Alan Rickman thing. You do like what Firefly did.
Mm-hmm.
The comic book. I would be okay with a Galaxy Quest comic book, even if it's just like a story of the actual Galaxy Quest itself and not, the Alexander Dane and all that jazz.
Well, I guess it would be kind of difficult with the aliens. They kind of understand TV shows now, and the big bad has been destroyed.
Decker, poke. I'm talking about the actual TV show itself, not what the movie was based around.
She means the show within a show.
No.
Yeah. But if we do a comic based around that, I would be interested. I just want to see a really beautiful full page Alan Rickman as Dr. Lazarus going by Graftar's hammer, darn it.
By Graftar's hammer, what a savings!
No, it's by Graftar's hammer.
This is random. I would not want to see a Demolition Man sequel.
Oh, New Doc Prime pointed out that the guy who was in the movie was also in Tusk and other Kevin Smith films. He was not in Dogma.
Now, that's a movie I could see a sequel to, Demolition Man. I could actually see a sequel to Demolition Man.
Yeah, maybe it was done in the early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
Have you seen Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes looked like he aged like 10 years. Sylvester Stallone looks like meth. Let me rephrase that. He looks like used meth.
Oh, yeah, Sam Rockwell was amazing in Galaxy Quest. And actually, I was making little Galaxy Quest jokes when I found out that Sam Rockwell and Alan Rickman were both going to be in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy together.
Demolition Man wasn't the big reveal that Sandra Bullock was actually Sylvester Stallone's daughter.
What?
Oh my god, they almost did the do!
They did do.
Oh yeah, they did do the
They did virtual doing.
By the end of the movie, they didn't do the
movie. At the end of the movie, they got some cardio in.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, how many years has it been since Sylvester Stallone got frozen and then unfrozen? Because he can't be your daughter because she would be really, really old. Most likely a descendant, possibly, but...
A descendant, yeah, but not his daughter.
How about a Galaxy porn parody with Jay Long from Divid $2? No!
Yeah, he was frozen for like 40 years, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Something like that.
40, so...
Yeah, it wasn't like a crazy long number. We're not supposed to know how to use three
There's an
seashells.
easy way to figure
So,
this out.
if he had a daughter, she would be at least like 46 or so.
Yeah, so it would most likely be granddaughter at minimum, maximum?
Look at Sandra Bullock look like she's been in her mid-40s for the past 30 years.
Yeah, don't remind me.
19.
Decker is being asked, would you ever review Silence of the Lambs? It's 30 years old this year.
1996, okay.
And it's one of those timeless classics.
He was frozen for 36 years because the movie starts off in 1996 and then it picks up in the future in 2023.
Hey, Decker, 2 more years. So we find out about
20. Sorry, not 2023. 2032. My bad.
Darn it! I was going to make a joke. The reason why the 3 seashells became to being was because of the toilet paper shortage due to plague. I had a whole thing.
I love the fact that there was a reference to that in Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah. In your little apartment, if you go in the bathroom, they have a little shelf with 3 seashells on it.
How do you work with 3 seashells? Did anyone ever figure that
They
out?
didn't have the instruction manual, unfortunately.
I'm just thinking how to.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
It was like scrape the side of my little butt cheek.
See, what happens is this is our way of telling you to invest in a bidet because or else you're gonna have to use
Let me tell you about the great many benefits of a bidet.
Oh fuck! I started him talking about his bidet.
You started it.
2 hours. Count it.
Well,
if you talk about your bidet the next time you come over, I'm just gonna spit on your ass.
With or without bubbly water?
I ain't putting soapy water in my mouth.
Bubbly, carbonated, dude, carbonated. You forgot carbonated.
I'm thinking of water seltzer stuff. I went over to this girl's house. She was like, "You want something to drink?" I was like, yeah, sure." She gave me that can of water seltzer. That was my first time having water seltzer, whatever that shit's called. That shit tastes like TV static.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'd say it tastes kind of like tin.
Am I the only one who actually invests in flavor ones that aren't La Croix?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, I was just like when I was working at McDonald's and I'd be taste testing the drinks. If you didn't have the syrup pack in there, it just gave you straight seltzer and kind of metallic taste to it.
Dude, get this guy's problem in the chat? Is he okay? Do you need parents?
What's going on?
One guy freaking did the timeout on. He was like, "Let's be real here for a sec, okay? Creepy and Decker while we here." To be honest, Creepy got some nice legs. I'll give him that. I'll vote for a live stream called Creepy Decker Shadow Show instead of this. If you don't like it,
don't watch.
Go
watch.
You see, if we had just had Creepy and me, it would be a long time of me just trying to look at the chat or ignoring the chat and just going on tangents.
Man, that's fucking cows.
And Creepy desperately trying to understand what the hell I'm even saying or trying to snap me out of whatever I'm doing. That would be the entire show.
Although I do find it funny that all of a sudden there are Creepy fans because, like, for the better part of the previous decade, yeah, I know. For the better part of the previous decade, like, anytime Decker and I did anything together, it brought, like, haters out of the woodwork. I mean, like, just, like, some of the things that they said were, like, just so flippin'. I don't even know how to describe it. It was, like, it was hard to be offended by them because it was just so out there.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There was a bidet made here in America, and it melted someone's butt. It's awesome.
Wow.
I don't even know about
Wouldn't the bidet melt before the butt?
Hot buns. Come get your hot buns.
But I got a heated seat. It doesn't melt my ass. I got it set up as high as it goes, too.
That you know of, Decker. That you know of.
Toasty buns.
See, Brendan Kilgore's got it right. He likes all of us.
See, I'm always concerned about trying to think of ways to improve Live and Wired. I was trying to see if I could set it up in a virtual world where we can have a little bit of a like proper kind of talk show setup.
The only way I would care, hot sauce bidet. The only way I would care about a bidet is unless I have like a miniature built-in blast.
See, I'm just thinking like the little thing that comes out just starts shooting siracha up.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. Oh, bad memories. I mean, what?
What's that really?
Hey, remember that time you got tased in the butt?
Good times. I've been trying to look for that video. I've been trying so hard to find that video. The person who uploaded the video to their Facebook deactivated their account, so I can't get the freaking video.
So someone was like,
I think I still have the video of Charlie tasing me.
That was a good day.
She got a taser for Christmas and she wanted to test it out.
What is wrong with you Texans?
Well, at least she didn't get a gun.
Yeah, see, the vid, there you go, yeah, taser challenge.
Okay, I want to point out, I live in the land
Actually, you know what?
Florida man exists, and I'm saying they're crazy.
Me and Decker should do a taser test. Because, you know, like, I'm a big guy, right? I'm convinced that my fluff helps it, like, not hurt as much. Whereas Decker is almost a polar opposite.
See, when
he's all skinny, I want to know if it hurts him more because he's smaller versus me because I'm thicker.
See,
all right.
Can I was gonna say, my opinion on being tased is from being what I've been tased with, just this little tiny little self-defense taser, like not the police, I'm going to kill you now with this non-lethal weapon taser. But it hurts unimaginably, but only it's over so fast. By the time you realize it hurts more than anything you've ever felt before, it's already over. I feel like someone grabbed my left ass cheek and twisted. Yeah, it also like the muscles just kind of do their thing.
Okay. First off, number one, if you're going to be doing the scientific experiment, please write everything down or else it's not science. For the love of God, follow the scientific method so we can seem somewhat legit.
Can we have a control there?
Thick black, don't you be. I've already been tased. I've been tased. I've been shot. I've been stabbed. I've fallen 25 feet. Excuse me. I've done all kinds of shit. I've been hit by a car. I fell off a moving truck on 610. What's 610? Like I'm gonna say the freeway, like you guys know what I'm talking about. I've fallen off a truck. I used to do a lot of stupid shit when I was younger and skinnier. I skateboarded for like 14 years. I don't know how many bones I've been broken. I've done a lot of shit.
I do love how Jensen just goes, that's an Alphys-like professional. Am I the Alphys of the group now? Okay, fine.
Lone Dragon's like Hollywood phonies tasing you in the butthole over and over.
Oh, and backyard wrestling. When I was in high school, I did a lot of backyard wrestling when I was in high school.
I do love it how, like, WWE would all be like, do not try what we do at home. And then you know the stories of, like, half those wrestlers who used to wrestle in their backyard, in their basement.
A face-off remake starring Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jeez.
They're way too old.
Well, they could just, like, Get a little Botox in the right spots and just like pinch the rest, like you use a little tape, and they could legit with their wrinkly ass faces just change the faces.
Decker, there's not enough tape and Botox in the world to make whatever face Sylvester Stallone currently has.
Kat can be the judge of this new internet challenge. Yeah, Kat, you get to look at me and Decker's butt cheeks as we get tased.
You know,
it's gonna be like day and night.
I thought you were going to say Christmas. I'm like, Jesus, I'm not that lonely. Yes, I am.
Oh.
When did I get shot? I got shot in... Hey, Decker, when did I break up with Tracy?
Oh.
That was like... Because, you know, that lady got some good history in between both of us. I want to say that was 2009
or 10.
It had to be right... Because I want to say it was after you moved out that apartment off of Broadway.
Okay, so it's probably 10 or 11 then, because it was 2009 when I moved into that apartment, because it was around the 1 year re-up when like everything was just I was getting out of there, and they were trying to hold me to the lease with like, sorry, your contract says you have to give like this much notice and stuff. You're here for another like this, that, and the other. And I was like, I kept the lease agreement, so I checked the frickin' agreement, and that part was blank. There was nothing written there. And I'm like, fuck you, motherfuckers. We did not agree to that. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, girl, yeah, say no more. Yeah, and I have a kid with this insane girl. You have no idea how insane this woman is.
Very, very aware about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone's life before they were professional movie actors and did their
Sylvester Stallone porn.
Yeah. It used to be. It's called the Italian Stallion, so they could make money off of the Rocky movies. But before it's called that,
the party at Kitty and Studs.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to Google. Oh! I made a mistake! Oh, God! Oh, he is so skinny. Oh, God, I made a mistake!
He was really hungry at the time. I think he literally did that movie for a sandwich.
You can see his ribcage.
Quit looking at the Sylvester Stallone corn, dude!
You call that a penis? How do I laugh in black man? Look at it. Look at that little Italian sausage. It's so small, it's kind of cute. Anyway.
Wasn't the guy who laughs in Feel Good Inc. a black man? Just laugh like that.
Oh, I made a mistake.
You made a mistake. Yes, you became friends with Decker. That's where the root of it all happened.
I'm gonna have that saved in my Google history search.
My Google history search right now is questioning why the hell have I
Lone Dragon is resurrecting the penis song.
Penis.
Note the 3 white people saying that, not
Oh, jeez.
I'm fine.
But yeah, the one piece of news was about the pretty much the Metroid Prime 4 had its release date leaked by Amazon because they updated someone's delivery estimation on their pre-order to January 2nd, which if they would have said, if they would, is it just me, or if they would do the normal placeholder date of the last day of the year, and they had Amazon Prime, so it was 2 days shipping, wouldn't that equal January 2nd, 2022?
I don't feel like math.
As an estimate for the delivery. Based on the last kind of times I pre-ordered things from them, and they didn't know if they would do same-day shipping delivery kind of stuff yet, they tacked on the 2-day shipping as the estimate. It's just kind of what they do. So it seems to me like a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing that is known from that little thing.
David, I am knitting a scarf. I am trying to knit a 12-foot long scarf for a cosplay that I will sooner or later do if I ever finish this goddamn scarf.
And but the article talking about this also went on and was like, and that would be great because it would make it one of the first little titles for the Switch Pro. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, when you Switch Pro.
Listen. Why is everyone asking me about The Mandalorian? I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet. It's on my to-do list, but since I've been so busy working with Creepy and I can't watch new stuff when working on creepy art because I have to focus on the creepy art, I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet. It's on my list.
Am I the only one thinking that we're going to see a Switch successor and not a Switch Pro?
Also, why is everyone asking about Neil Breen? And who is Neil Breen?
I am Neil Breen.
No, you're Spartacus. You're Spartacus.
Oh, God, that hurts.
Decker, what have you learned?
Don't try and pull your own face off.
Well, at least he learned something.
And I am not Neil Breen.
How come all you guys have... I just somehow randomly noticed all 3 of you guys have glasses on for some weird reason.
Yes, we've decided to look smart.
Nah,
I'm the only one here with a college degree.
Yeah, I'm a high school dropout.
Tech school degree, thank you very much.
That doesn't count.
Tech school does too count, except trade school, dude. that is racist against trade schools. And racist isn't the right word to use.
Tradeism?
Classist? Anyhow. Anyone see the Nicolas Cage trailer for the not Five Nights at Freddy's?
Didn't I talk about this last live in Wired? I have a deep dark. No, I was talking with the voice chat with friends. Never mind.
Education.
Willy's Wonderland.
Oh yeah, it was. The theory is that was originally one of the scripts that was going to be used for the Five Nights at Freddy's movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until the creator was like, I hate you guys. You guys are not doing what I requested. I'm going to this company. When that company said, hey, we'll let you do whatever the heck you want. And they're like, going over here now. And the company, the creator for Five Nights at Freddy's now is the same company that did Get Out. So, Get Out. So, yeah. Yes,
Right.
Also the Banana Splits was also a rejected FNAF script.
Is this like how there were plans for a Halo movie that somehow turned into like 3 other movies, not Halo?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they would get half done, and then they just cancel the project, and they'd be like, well, we have all this shit here, let's turn it into something.
It's more like we just spent all this money to basically make this script, and we tried to buy the rights to do FNAF, but since the guy left, but we still need to make the money, so we're going to make the Banana Splits movies and Wally's Wacko Wavely Wiggling Arms Pizzatorium. I know I'm wrong.
My ass hurt.
But the weird... Thank you, Creepy, for sharing with us that your ass hurts.
Yeah.
Buy a new ass.
What the
Also,
fucking shit in my pants? What? That's that's a bit of spam going on there, right there. I'm gonna do a little timey outy.
Wait, what spam's going on? We see no spammy ad.
Fucking shit in my pant.
We don't see that.
You don't see fucking shit in my pant?
Probably because he already deleted it.
No, there's not even a hint of it.
No, I haven't seen any of that.
Oh, now we have.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, because I had it set to top chat, not live chat.
that's a beautiful name. Oh, so do I, actually. So how do you even... Oh, hey, look at the... Oh, my Lord.
Don't forget to poll. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, never forget the Polish people.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
As I was saying, there was also this discussion on Twitter about saying that they should at least credit the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's for these movies. And I go, that's not stupid. I was like, that's stupid. That's like trying to credit George Romero for every zombie movie there is out there, even if they're not slow shambling zombies. I'm like, that's pointless.
Okay.
Should we credit George Romero for what he's done? Yeah, but we don't have to credit him for every fucking movie.
So we have the poll has completed with a very definitive winner and 60 total votes. So
That's what I think it is.
coming in at a mere 8.3%, we have Thrill Kill on PS1.
Oh, Decker, your childhood has been squashed.
Possibly the fact that that game is crap, and possibly the fact that it technically did release, and possibly the fact that you can access it on the internet and people can play the crappy unreleased version. Like, maybe that didn't help it. At 11.7%, we have the American Sailor Moon. People just don't want that.
No one wants that. Have you seen the few clips out there?
Yes!
And have you read the script? It's garbage.
Yes!
It makes my Sailor Moon fanfiction I wrote at 8 years old sound good.
Yes?
No, I'm not going to release that.
18.3%, respectable number considering the competition there, goes to Kill Bill Volume 3, meaning at a whopping 61.7%, we have the Tremors TV series with Kevin Bacon.
David donated $2 going, would you review the Human Centipede trilogy?
No.
Decker, I was about to say.
No. No. But also, Ian Salter at NextWave_Gaming says, while not on the poll, I have 3 answers. The original cut of The Crow, City of Angels, the original cut of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and a director's cut of Disturbing Behavior.
Oh, we could have done an original cut of Johnny Mnemonic. Because originally...
Actually, I have seen the it was, I don't know if it was the definitive director's cut, but it was a director's cut. It had some of the additional scenes in Disturbing
Wait, there's a
Behavior.
9-barrel shotgun?
No.
Decker.
Wait, where? Is in a movie or reality? Because either way I want it. Wait, if it's reality, then is it that one that you use from ship to ship?
He says in a Parappa the Rappa.
What? Oh.
Well, no, actually, no. Remember earlier I said I want to make a hip hop remix to the Darkwing Duck theme.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually have the Darkwing Duck intro on repeat on YouTube. So I'm like making up beats in my head while listening to it to see if I can really like work something out. So if you hear me like
7-barrel knock gun, right?
That's what that is.
So
I'm just
there's a
trying to
9-barrel
flow
shotgun.
to it.
What is the 9-barrel shotgun?
Happiness in your pants.
Besides that,
I had one job.
What?
I was trying to click back on Discord and accidentally magically clicked the disconnect button.
I thought you were just unhappy about the phrase "magic in your pants."
the director's cut of Nightbreed, made by the mind behind Hellraiser. Yes, that's been like on the docket forever. I have the DVD sitting in my I'm like, yep, Nightbreed right here. I can do this anytime.
Have you read the book?
I can't read.
Decker, we know you can read. You read it and you bragged about it.
I lied to everyone.
You did not. Also, I'm very curious as to how Decker will react to the sex scene in that book.
In Nightbreed, in the book. Oh, what about the ending with the god and he gains the powers and how he gains the powers?
Well, that doesn't sound very exciting.
The phrase "bukkake" and elder god. We'll get a getting a facial from a divine being.
Well,
the holy money shot. Do you get the idea? What happens?
That's a hell of an anointment. I'm just gonna say.
I feel so out of place because I think the last book I read was the Aragon series.
Really? You ended on that sad of a note?
I don't read.
I kind of get the feeling that Clive Barker just wanted to write gay porn, but he lived in a time period what was frowned on, so he just went with like what he did, and that somehow became popular.
Happens.
Oh, there was some Wiccan book I started to read, but I didn't finish it.
Question: does fan fiction count as a book? Because technically the last book I read was fan fiction that I'm writing, or that I wrote and I'm trying to fix.
That's called proofreading.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, what about fan fiction that isn't written by me, but I'm reading it because I'm very, very lonely?
That
I can
counts
tell
as
you,
reading.
come on down to Texas.
Listen, I'm not going down to Texas when there's a dang plague going on, gosh, down there. Why is the accent I used in freaking Oregon Trail right now coming out?
I thought I heard a touch of Kentucky in there too. God
Well,
damn.
technically, there's the
over
plague. There's the UK variant of the plague kicking around in Texas as well. But Florida's closer to South Carolina, where they have the South African variant of the plague kicking around.
How did we get the freaking South African variant?
Ask someone in South Carolina.
What the heck you doing?
But also, didn't New York get the Brazilian variant? America really is a melting pot.
They're not the places they're supposed to be.
America really is a melting pot of
Knocked
cultures.
out your power?
I
No, I didn't
prefer-
get no snow,
I
Timothy.
prefer the term mixed salad myself, but still. And also, do I really sound like I'm from Kentucky when I do this voice?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Kentucky.
And you know what, Timothy? Can I stress that Texas, like South Texas, do not know how to handle snow. That one time it snowed,
Oh.
we had a reported 640 car accidents.
Yeah, there was like, what, a half inch?
Yeah, it was like a half inch of snow. People freaked out. I'm driving around in my, all-wheel drive Mitsubishi, just looking at people on mostly 288. I'm just driving down the highway.
Yeah, thank God I didn't drive yet at that point.
Oh God. Oh. Ooh.
I was still on my little bicycle, like,
Decker was fine.
I'm a big boy, I'm living my life.
Where am I located? I'm in Texas.
He's in Texas. He's a good old Texas boy, I'll tell you what. What?
Someone spelled that earlier on
Fucking
accident.
pandemic is never fucking going away, is it? Yeah, the Brazilian variant of Redacted
Has no hair.
Well, it's got a little bit of a trick up its sleeve in which it's kind of hard to make a vaccine against it because a vaccine works by getting your immune system to be like, I recognize you, I'm gonna kick your ass. The Brazilian variant of Redacted likes to say, hey, immune system, I'll just go around.
Oh my god,
I missed those messages.
it is like the game, oh frack, what was it? The game when you're basically spreading diseases across the world.
Plague Inc.
Yeah. Would you believe I stopped watching a person who I was a fan of playing Plague Inc. because of Plague. Because I was thinking, if I keep watching this, I'm going to have more panic over the plague.
All right,
and then
dude.
I thought, I'll
You're
watch
pissing
it
me
now.
off. That's the last time you're getting timed out. If you keep talking that mess, boy, you
What's
ain't gonna
going
be in
on?
this chat for too damn long.
What's going on?
Hey, stupid shit.
Oh, is it the guy again?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Okay.
Wait, what game? Like Civilization?
What?
Oh, I was trying to like catch up on the chat a little bit. I said,
Old School Gamer doesn't know
what
Civ.
kind of yeah, I'm thinking of Civilization.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Which apparently is available to play on the site that I am been playing my DOS games at right now.
Yay,
Civ,
DOS games.
I was a YouTuber.
I can't remember what that game was. I played it on that old Tandy 1000. It was the one where you were a dick and you just shot sperm. Like, blah, 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 blah.
Decker, that was basically you trying to make yourself memorable.
Oh, no.
Now, does anyone else remember this game? It was a CGA game, 4-color. You played as a dick and you shot sperm at things.
Decker, I just recently released.
No, that wasn't Postal. You peed on people in Postal.
No, Postal 2, you
I
peed on people.
Which I didn't know there was a part 4 out. I was like, damn, what happened? Where did 3 go?
Well, 3 was
bad.
Eh.
3 was very bad. Oh yeah, I was about to say there's that game called Custer's Revenge, but that's not the game Decker's talking about. Custer's Revenge was a totally different
No, I'm
game.
talking about a DOS game plays on Tandy 1000.
You think so, first attempt?
It's a CGA game, 4 colors. You play as a dick. It's one of those things where you have the ship that goes back and forth and it shoots the other things, except you're a penis firing sperm.
Are you sure you weren't playing Space Invaders? Because it sounds like you might have been playing Space Invaders.
It was not Space Invaders. It was a very well-modeled dick.
Sure, it wasn't your imagination, Decker. Remember, 4 colors, 8-bit. You had to use your imagination.
No, it was not a fever dream I had. I found the discs sometime later. I had found the 5.25-inch floppy disk. I put it in my newer computer at the time, but that one was too new, and the game was not calibrated for that, and it just played way too fast, and I couldn't play it.
Decker, CGM5D wants to know, what were you shooting at in the game?
I can't remember what I was shooting at.
You most likely were playing a Space Invaders knockoff that had penises.
Okay, Postal 4.
No, it was not Beat 'em and Eat 'em. That's an Atari 2600. God damn it. What's this DOS game? This DOS game where you played as a dick.
Decker, you can Google
I remember
that.
there's a cowboy you went around the humped Indians.
That's Custer's Revenge Atari 2600.
Oh.
I'm impressed that you're news that. Why are we talking about penises and vaginas right now? This isn't talking.
Oh, there it is. I looked at. I just searched for DOS penis game and went to image search. It's the 9th thing that comes up. There's the dick right there, and it's shooting at flying boobies.
Oh, I'm so sad there isn't a game called Spermageddon.
I would say that.
What is this called?
Like, I'm imagining a game like Carmageddon, but
Astro Tit. Astro Tit.
Decker will now be reviewing Astro Tit on this gaming channel later this year.
What happened to this conversation again?
It's the games from 1987.
Hey, I was born that year.
Says sometimes the simplest ideas are the best. Apparently, the creators of the single shooter game Astro Tit could not have disagreed more with this dictum.
Single shooter.
That's why they said. That's why they set their game in a post-apocalyptic universe where mankind's water supply has been tainted with hamster urine, rendering all humans telepathic and causing giant objects such as bouncing birth control pills, Bibles, AIDS viri, and the eponymous lactating breasts to fall out of the sky. You destroy the objects by pressing the spacebar, which causes semen to spurt from your penis.
Decker, the more you talk about this, the more gray hairs I grow.
Astro Tits! I found the game, and it wasn't that hard to find. I told you it exists. Yeah, well, you're like, oh, you're just doing drugs. It's a fever dream. Nothing like this. It's Astro Tit from 1987. Classic game.
Decker, it's not a classic game. If only you remember it.
It's a classic game. There was an article written there. Astro Tit.
I would like to point out, and Welder for Life pointed out, going, DOS penis game is now in your search history forever.
Yeah? Astro Tit was already in here forever. Maybe I'll find, maybe I'll get some Google Ads service to me for some Astro Tit memorabilia. Some Astro Tit t-shirts. Astro Tit titty headphones.
You can get those really easily. You just need to find that giant lady in Resident Evil 8.
But they need to be Astro Tit brand.
Yeah. Okay, Decker, if there is not an Astro Tit themed shirt, I will design you one.
Michael Wolf says, someone was doing drugs, but it wasn't Decker this time.
Pinch left to increase volume, pinch right for right to decrease your volume on the Astro Tit. Wouldn't be, let's see, wouldn't be the first penis search related thing in his history, isn't Decker?
I found it. I know how to do searches.
Listen, the mind is willing, but the body, it's soft and squishy.
Not an Astro Tit. Actually, when you die, I think I remember you go limp when you die.
Oh god, are there Viagra power-up? Wait, was Viagra a thing in 1987?
I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure, like, if you... It's either like when you ran out of ammo or you just got hurt and died, you just went limp.
I'll just stick to whatever I play now. Anyway, news. Dicks. Balls.
Is there any news left?
R-rated Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh yeah, there are screenshots from an R-rated Mortal Kombat movie. What's the R rating for? Is it for Astro Tits?
Oh, God, Decker, if you say Astro Tits one more time, I'm going to somehow teleport via rate and
astronomical chesticles.
Yeah.
Gotta interject real quick. It's after 9:30. I gotta go pick my godmother up from work.
Right.
Talk to y'all later.
Right.
Thanks for having me. This has been fun. Take care, everybody. You're awesome. See you all next week for Live and Wired Stephen King drinking game.
Yes.
Can I drink alcohol this time? Because then I have to hear Decker talk about Astro Tits.
Oh, it's out? Hold on. Let me peep that.
Shaboom.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Later, man. Peace
So
out.
yeah, we got some images on Bloody Disgusting here. Game event Fortnite Snake Eyes. I don't care.
What?
Oh, there's a teaser trailer.
Epic Game Store's like, hey, you want to play Fortnite? I'm like, no.
Oh, there was a video going around that I found on TikTok where it was basically they were announcing new something, and so it was Master Chief, and the kid was like, "It's the guy from Fortnite," and this one woman sees the video, and she's like, "You know, I've never wanted to kill a young child in my life. I'll get my shovel. I'll get the van."
Is it rated R just because of blood and maybe a bit of gore? Aww. I want Astro Tits.
Also, that ice knife looks like shite.
Well, maybe it looks better, like, in motion, like, after he's done forming it and everything. I think he's still kind of halfway through, like, okay, let me get this down. I don't know, it's been a while since the last movie.
Also, Jack looks like he's doing that.
April 16th. It comes out April 16th.
You know
That's a teaser, all right. That's a taser.
Is he trying to, like, gift that man a really, really old fruitcake?
I was about to say, it looks like that bit when Vines, and they're like, basically they have something, and they're basically trying to push it, and it's stuck on an invisible wall, and they're just struggling with it. It looks like that. Jax is practicing his mime act so he can entertain Scorpion later so he doesn't kill him.
You know, that one picture I saw, Jax, all I saw was Steve
Okay, we got some bloody and some stabby going on.
I hate you.
All I saw was Steve Harvey. I'm sorry.
Got the mounting and the punching and the.
There's Sonya.
I assume this, desert off in California is Outworld.
I was about to say, it does look like California desert. How do you know it's California desert, Decker?
I've been to California.
Oh, you've been to the. What were you doing in the deserts in California, Decker?
Anyway, here we have our little blood sport going on. So I assume this is our Johnny Cage, or this is just a throwaway character who's going to die.
I was about to say that it's like that one scene in Mortal Kombat with the one guy and he's like,
Who very quickly establishes he's friends with everybody.
and then or it's like he's showing off his really great stills, and then the one big, and he basically is like the jobber in wrestling where you have the big giant beefy guy and this one guy with no name, no anything, didn't even get a freaking entrance, is basically there to get his ass kicked to show how powerful this big guy is.
And Goro shows up and just crushes his rib cage. And then continues to beat on his corpse for a while, just for good measure. You gotta put on a show.
Yeah, you gotta step on him, rip him in half, spew the organs across the audience. Little kids are like, "Yay, I got his kidneys!"
There's Liu Kang, who's holding up his one fire to warm his face and burning his arm with his other fire. I think he really needed to think about this pose a little bit better.
There's the guy who's kind of like Odd Job, but Spanish.
I have a picture for you, Kat. There you go.
Why are you giving me pictures?
Mortal Kombat is now UFC.
Oh, this would make sense.
No,
it doesn't.
They're in the octagon. They're doing the human cockfighting. There we go.
You know, when you said human cockfighting, I was expecting something totally different, Decker.
Okay, now Liu Kang must have realized that was kind of burning after a while, so he moved his hands a little bit.
Lone Dragon, no. You can see that on my OnlyFans.
And yeah, Kung Lao here with his sharp ass hat and running his finger along it because he just enjoys the pain.
Oh.
Every time I see Kung Lao, I always think of Odd Job. I don't know if that says anything about me or what. You remember Odd
And
Job?
in case you haven't realized, this is Mortal Kombat.
Really? I thought it was How to Train Your Dragon. No, wait. I thought it was a chick flick. Actually, I would love to watch a movie which is basically a romantic
There's
comedy.
something about Mary. She keeps decapitating people.
No, watch a romantic comedy, but the whole setting is basically gladiatorial death combat. I'd watch that movie.
I can think of nothing more romantic or comedic
Than death.
Why do I have the strange urge to look up Goro's bone structure?
Why?
Oh, I was thinking you were going to look up Goro's boner.
That was nice to know what's on your mind.
Oh, it's Astro Tit.
Excuse me. Well, someone said that the female.
So, Fuda?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, that would be Shiva.
Hey! Dude, when I was a kid, I actually used to have a crush on her because in Mortal Kombat 3, you know, when they do the versus screen, she had like the most like cleavage.
Yeah.
She basically had like the skimpiest like suit. So, you know, I'm just like, what, 8, 9 years old, about to hit puberty. I'm all like, side boob.
Right over here is a side boob. Look at that side boob.
New Duck Prime says he's a main character and seems like a Cage clone. It might actually be Johnny Cage then.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage was based on. Well, Johnny Cage really was based on Bloodsport.
Oh yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, yeah.
But they couldn't get the copyright for the Bloodsport, and they were like, you know what? Fuck it.
Though my brother and I, well, at least my brother always said that with his little red belt there and his biker shorts, he looked like a waiter. Just a skinny, like, shirt-off waiter.
How many waiters do you know run around in black shorts?
I don't know, but I also was really confused by his block being this. Like, how is this stopping anything?
Well, it depends. Is the sword coming straight down?
Oh, that was a
Generally, no.
Hey, hold on. This is a random thing that just popped up on my Facebook. Cloverfield was getting a sequel.
Again? Is it a proper Cloverfield sequel, or is it a sequel to something that was originally written for something else, but they put Cloverfield on it so they can make more money?
Stop thinking. That's all I read. I just read the headline.
Ever play Pit Fighter on Sega Genesis? But I really kind of wish I got to play it in arcades because I gotta say, back then, those were some nice graphics.
I wish that people would remember this freaking Mortal Kombat clone, which basically you had superpowers via your tattoos.
Oh, God. Did that actually get made, or was that canceled?
I don't know. I'm about to look that up, okay?
What was it just called Tattoo Fighter or something like that? I think I remember something about this thing being made, and they were like, it's gonna have like 1,000 fatalities! And for some reason, they weren't actually able to pull that off.
Tattoo Fighter video game, because they tried to.
You know that was an animated Mortal Kombat movie.
It wasn't called Tattoo Fighter. It was called Tattoo Assassins.
I got the tattoo part right.
It was made by the company. It was basically their answer to the Mortal Kombat game. It never got released, but there are prototype cabinets from 1994 still out there.
Oh. CJ says the nerd went over it recently.
What game? Tattoo Fighter?
I assume.
No, the animated comeback movie.
Though I still, it's like when the nerd goes over something, it's like I remember, like, was it earlier today even? Like I was passing by Charlie, she was watching YouTube, and she was watching some game ranks thing, and there's Falcon going over a list of things, and it's like the worst game over screens and this and that, and then as I'm passing by, it's like, next we have Friday the 13th for the NES, and I'm like, oh yes, I remember, I saw that episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd as well.
Okay, so here's a fun fact. All the characters are very stereotypical.
Have you seen EDF World Brothers?
Yes! No.
The American is a cowboy with a revolver.
Oh, that's Japan in general. Japan always does that weird thing with Americans. Did you know Japan there was a Japanese businessman who was very, very wealthy. He had such an obsession with
the Arabian rides a magic carpet.
You're fucking joking.
I shit you not. We have magic carpets in EDF World Brothers because they needed an Arabian character.
All I hear is a text and a revolver. I'm sold. Oh, they did release like a 40-minute gameplay video of it. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Yeah, the game's out in Japan.
No, but there's actually a cowboy western world in Japan, and they had an animatronic John Wayne.
I'm gonna go shake his animatronic hand.
It's in Japan and it's abandoned. You might actually be able to find some parts of it.
I'll find his hand and shake it.
Not gonna take it home with you? Put it in a case. Why do you want to shake animatronic John Wayne's hand, Decker?
Every plea, I've heard of the Legacy of Kain series. Just alright.
What was that one video game? It was for the GameCube. It was a horror. Perfect Dark.
What? There was no Perfect Dark for GameCube.
No, not Perfect Dark. What's Perfect Dark? What's the one where you're basically
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness. Sorry. What's the word dark in it? Give me points for something.
You tried.
At least you tried.
Can I get a you tried cookie?
I'll think about it.
Thank you. John Wayne Desert. Bernie met in the last
And apparently, wait, let me read this. Godzilla vs. Kong is already breaking records for Warner Brothers. What?
How? It hasn't even come out yet. Has it?
Not to my knowledge.
Most monsters measured by weight.
No, Decker, don't you remember the Netflix Godzilla movie that you hate so much is the heaviest Godzilla actually known record?
Okay. That's right, that Godzilla is easily the most...
Yeah, I'm going crazy. Godzilla was like noticeably getting fatter with each one.
I'm just saying the Netflix Planet Godzilla, whatever the hell he's called, that motherfucker, he's so damn big, he literally doesn't do anything. Everyone's just like, it's Godzilla, it's a big problem. Like, he's effectively the landscape. Leave him alone.
Decker, he's connected and rooted to the earth. It is
so what's it bothering anybody?
Within 24 hours of the trailer drop, Godzilla vs. Kong racked up 15.8 million views on the Warner Brothers YouTube channel, with an additional 9.8 million on the legendary Warner Brothers UK channel.
The planetary Godzilla can fuck the core of the earth all he wants. Ain't bothering me. I'm living in America.
Or in Mars. Weren't Martians a thing now?
Man, why not?
Godzilla fighting games. Yo, what was those games called? They came out for the GameCube.
Oh, I know exactly
Godzilla fighting games.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a YouTuber who I watch who actually covered every single Godzilla-based video game there is out there. Official Godzilla video games. he covered every single one of them, and he's like, and none of them are good.
That is sad.
No, he was wanting to do it because there was like, so he got asked once about the Godzilla, the new. It was around the time when the new PS4 Godzilla game came out, right?
Yeah, they took off the store in like a couple of months.
Yeah, and basically, I think it was around that time.
Yeah, destroy all monsters.
Something like that. Anyway, he was actually asked once, "Are there any good Godzilla video games?" And he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna buy every single Godzilla video game that I can, and review each one of them in this very long." 45-minute long video, and he covered each and every one of them, and he's like, and none of them are good. But it was more like there was potential in all of them, and they wish that but you know.
We're coming in close to the ending run of this particular episode, so I should probably discuss what we're working on.
Do we have to?
I mean...
Okay, fine, I will.
I would have asked Creepy, but he's gone.
and
he has no channel.
Versus actual Putin. Well, you know, we are Texans. We're Southern gentlemen. So, ladies first.
Gosh darn it. Okay, so Diva is going to be doing a review of the well-known musical Kiss Meets Phantom of the Park. I just had the misfortune to watch that shit, and I died inside. Also, I have videos coming up. I have a couple of Vampire the Masquerade games. I have the live stream video of me playing Darkest Dungeon, which Thick Black Daddy rated me on. And then, also, I don't know how to tell you this, Decker. There's a character that's basically a houndsman. He has a dog, and I named it Decker and Lou. So and I'm sorry to tell you this, you died. Okay, human error on my department, because I didn't know that dungeon you guys were going to go in was boss based, and I didn't put in my strongest players.
You sent me on a bus run right away.
I want to point out, you were one of my stronger ones, by the way. Decker and Lou were one of my strongest fighters. So was Thick Black Daddy, who also died.
Thanks.
I'm getting replacements. Don't worry.
Oh, what?
It will be like nothing happened. I also have upcoming a bunch of me playing a bunch of classic games of my childhood, including excuse my cleavage. This, which is actually the very first art program I ever owned as a child.
I think mine was Art Alive.
This is the first art program I ever owned as a child and led me to become the artist that I am today. And so I did a video of me playing it and showing off all the tools in the game. Other games included in this series will be the original a game known as Dino Park Tycoon, which kicked my ass to high heaven because it's harder than it was that I remember. A Barbie game that basically the emulator was so broken I rage quitted. And the original Oregon Trail. The original OG Oregon Trail with a really shitty hunting game in it. I died of dysentery.
Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. Let's see. Can I find that picture real quick?
David22 dropped $2 asking, Decker versus Mecha Decker. Who wins?
Well, if Mecha Decker has the long hair and it's actually a bunch of cables with electricity coming out of it, I think Mecha Decker might win.
But I have a gun.
So does Mecha Decker. If it's an exact you, but mechanized, it's going to have guns coming out of its either crotch or chest, your choice.
Yeah, Mecha Decker would have motherfucking chainsaw hands.
So you would still lose, Decker. Last time I checked, human flesh doesn't do well with chainsaws.
But I have ingenuity.
Decker, what are you going to do? Throw a computer virus at it?
Aha! Beer!
For you or the robot?
It can't resist it, and it won't work right in its mechanical organs.
Oh, first attempt, yes. I also remember Amazon Trail. I'm currently trying to find a place that has Amazon Trail. I remember dying of yellow fever a lot playing that game. I die a lot in these games, I've noticed.
Oh, well.
So, Decker, if you wish to have a character named after you in my next, because I found the other Oregon trails, and I'm going to play those as well to see how different they are from each Oregon trail. Would you like to be named one of the village people, one of the people in my wagon?
Do I have to get out and push it when we're going across the river?
You never know. Because I usually am playing the banker to get a ton of money. Screw points. I'm just trying to get to Oregon. That's what we did with the OG one. Was like, you know what? We're playing as banker. Screw points. We just want to get it to Oregon.
Was creepy. Creepy had to go and take care of his godmother and transfer from work and all that. So you can't make the end of the show. We're just all talking about what we're working on, sort of.
Yeah. So those are the games that are coming up in my future. Sooner or later, more Vampire the Masquerade. I think that's it for me. I'm working on comic for Creepy. Oh! If you happen to be following any of my social medias and or my TikTok, you will get to see on February 7th a very wonderful piece of artwork dedicated to a fictional character's birthday whom I love.
Who gets more drunk, Dicker Shadow or the angry video game nerd? And look, I hate to put you on the spot like this, Dicker. I had this man pass out in my bed.
I drank a lot, but I didn't have a hangover at the end. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, you were drinking water?
No, I was drinking, let's see, if I remember the Halloween party that was 2 years ago, Bailey's, schnapps, something that was coffee tasting.
Kahlua.
Most likely, yes. And I drank those drinks like the whole night until 2 a.m. and I woke up without a hangover.
I'm jealous.
Did you wake up 2 or 3 days later?
No, I woke up like the next morning at like 10 a.m. Did it help that I was also eating really greasy, really delicious pork shoulder at the same time?
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that might explain. I didn't have a hangover, and everyone else had a hangover except me, and they were all like, you have the alcohol taste of a 13-year-old who discovered their grandpa's liquor cabinet. How are you not hungover? Because that was all I would drink. There was beer and Jack and all that jazz, but I was just like, no, I'm going to stay over here with the nice tasting alcohol.
Justin Gate, I see you're a man of culture.
What?
I hear my dog crying. What's going on with that dog?
He wants to not hear me talk about my horrible alcohol taste.
But anyway, what I'm getting ready for. I'm doing drugs!
Jacker, stop doing drugs. We've talked about this.
That's the spirit.
Damn it. Anyway, I am still working on the reviews. I've been reorganizing my house. I've been restructuring my work stations so that I can get my script done, actually get work done on it. Stuff like that. And I have actually... I've got a lot more done on the thing in the last 3 days than I have in the last month. So I'd say my restructuring is working.
Is it?
Well, and my mental state is improved, or gotten worse, depending on how you look at it.
Well, you could be hyper-focusing, which is a thing that does happen with people who have mental conditions.
Nice. As long as it gets my work done.
Yeah, but be very careful lighting your candle on both ends because you're hyper-focusing could cause you to lead out to a burnout, which I have done and has led me to...
Oh, that's just YouTube culture right there. That's just what you do on this site. You work your ass to the bone, and then you just collapse for a couple of months, and then you get back up, brush yourself off, and get right back to it.
And go back to the abusive relationship that is YouTube.
Yes.
Someone should write a horror movie based about YouTube's relationship with humans, but it's not actually YouTube itself, it's actually a robot. But
nevertheless, the next review coming is still the Candyman 2 review. I was tossing around the idea of it's been so long and I'm enthused to do this one. I'm enthused to do They Live, so maybe just get started on that. Yeah, I got the 4K. It just came out on 4K, so...
I love this movie! Sorry, I just really love that movie. I love They Live.
But yeah, so I'm going to do Candyman 2, then They Live, then Ryga, King of the Sea Monsters, then Candyman 3, then then I'm going to do Monster Island, an Asylum flick, and then it's probably going to be Tremors and Deep Blue Sea 3, all kinds of things lined up and stuff.
My hands are closed.
Were you
Sorry.
Were you just looking at your hand, or were you?
No, I was holding my hand up to ask a question, but then I noticed how freaking wrinkly my hand was, and I was like, "Really, is my hand?" You ever had that moment, Decker? No, just me.
Oh god, no.
You stop looking at your hand, Decker. Stop looking at your hand, Decker.
My hands are enormous, huge.
He's the
Stay
only
away from
man.
horses.
Stay away from the Duke controller. You'll have too much fun.
Oh, I love the Duke controller. It's the last great 6-button controller.
Hey, you know you can still buy those, right? Like,
Yeah, oh yeah, I've been like, if I get it at the right time, I can get it $20 off, and I haven't bitten when I haven't done the striking while the iron's hot on those little sales, so I'm like waiting for the next one. And I'd like a black Duke controller personally.
Do you know
They
how
come
many
in different colors.
They have the translucent green one, and I think they have red.
I love
Somebody really wants you to review
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Space
you can
Balls.
It's funny because I just rewatched that last week.
I watched Airplane again last week, and I was like, "There's random boobs in that movie." Did you know there's random boobs happening in Airplane?
Astro Tit.
No, Decker. Decker's gonna name the next. He's gonna name the next Live and Wired Astro Tit.
Maybe I'm pretty sure YouTube would be okay with that.
No, Decker. They don't like tit. Remember?
But Astro Tit, they might not care.
Is it one word or two?
One. But there's a like Spaceballs. I think is actually one of the movies that surprisingly is helped a lot by high definition. When the scenes that take place on Druidia, the fashion, all the detail, it just comes out in HD.
Oh.
It's surprising just how much of a difference that makes in the presentation for Spaceballs.
Of all the movies, does it make the little xenomorph that goes, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal"? Look really good.
It looks more like a puppet. You can see the wires better.
I do love that little.
So I got a bunch of movie reviews that I'm much more enthusiastic about getting to, and I am very hopeful for. Also, I have been broadcasting to my Twitch channel again recently. Every couple of days, I've been playing some Earth Defense Force 5 because I am right about to get the damn Platinum Trophy.
Bitch.
So close he can taste it.
Do you have any idea how much you have to play this game to get the Platinum Trophy?
Yes, I'm very well aware. That's the reason why I don't think I would ever go trophy hunting in EDF, because I like myself.
I have 13 levels to go.
How bad is it?
I'm playing on Inferno, but I'm playing as Fencer. I saved Fencer for last because Fencer is what I'm best at. And I've been tearing through it. So I got to this one part where I was just absolutely surrounded by the damn flying frogs that were breathing fire everywhere. There was just nothing going on, but I had my shield up. I'm like, fuck me, Gatling, like...
Oh, excuse me.
Decker, that motion looks Decker.
That's what I was doing!
You know what he was doing. He's a grown-ass midget.
And so, yeah, tomorrow I should be doing possibly the last stream of EDF 5, as I will likely get the Platinum Trophy.
And then he can do Phantasmophobia with me.
Phasmophobia.
Shut up.
And so, yeah, I gotta figure out what else to get going on the gaming channel. Maybe I can figure out how to stream from my Xbox to the Twitch channel. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah.
That reminds me.
Lots of reviews lined up and EDF 5.
If you're ever back in town, I do have a game capture device that uses only HDMI though. That's a sad thing, but I'm not really using it.
I
think
love how
used
everyone's
it
mad at
once
me for
back in
saying
like
Phasmophobia.
17, and it's been sitting here.
Well, I have a HDMI game capture device.
Oh, never mind then.
My Elgato.
Oh, right.
My HD60S. Elgato. Sí, Elgato.
Why are you saying cat in Spanish?
So,
It's very weird.
Thick Black Daddy, what is going on in your world?
Well, as I said earlier, I'm working on my first game review, Gato Robato. Yeah, we're saying it again. Gato, 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 gato.
See?
And,
El
You know,
gato.
if you say gato right, you can actually say cake in French. Gâteau is cake in French. This is your French lesson with Cat.
And you guys were like talking about art. I recently bought a program called Mandible 3D. If you look in the Discord channel, actually, I posted 3 pictures that I randomly did. Took a bitch and a half to render.
Fuck, you're making my 3D skills look like shit.
Is it something I'm able to show?
Yeah, you can show them.
I'm just wondering if are these Astro tits?
Yeah.
No, it's just fractal art.
Okay.
Oh, that's why I was like, what is
Oh!
this like art? It's beautiful, ain't it?
Nice.
So I've been practicing on that, and especially like motion, like rendering the picture is like fairly easy. It only takes like 30 minutes to render.
Mhm.
But like I was thinking about making like a video, like say for example, whenever I do another random like hip hop song, like lo-fi hip hop song, I wanted to use this program. Excuse me. I want to use this program to be like a little music video. But that's something much further down the line once I get stuff, done when I'm actually working on it.
Does anyone reminds me when looking at it, remember that movie that was done in 3D and they actually used the 3D right called Hugo?
Oh,
None of you remember Hugo?
the rest.
I mean, I think he owes me money.
Hugo was a movie that had a lot of clockwork and actually did that whole, when movies back in the day were like all wanting to do 3D graphics and everything, and the woo 3D thing. Hugo was like one of the few movies that actually used it and actually filmed it for 3D and actually used it as a way to enhance the movie.
Oh, instead of being like, throw shit in your face, it's like, hey, check out this depth.
Yeah, basically. That's
But yeah,
That's basically what it was. They were using it to show like depth and everything. They weren't just like, woo, woo,
Da,
woo.
da, 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 da.
Boobies in your face, boobies in your face.
Astro tits.
Astro tits in 3D. Why are there tits in 3D?
but no, that's about it. I mean, I just streamed such random game. I've been having gaming ADD for my Twitch channel.
We've
So
noticed.
I've literally just been playing everything. And I do mean like a little bit of everything. I did like a bunch of retro games.
Oh, yeah.
from
Friday
all
the
way from
13th
Sega
Part 3
Genesis.
had a hell of a catchy theme to it.
Everything
Oh,
from Sega Genesis to PlayStation 2. I've been playing. Let's see.
Oh,
Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, Earth Defense Force 5, Monster Hunter, Earth Defense Force Iron Rain, Sonic Adventure 2, Split Second. I'm just all over the place.
Hey, when are you gonna
With
start
video
playing
games.
some Barbie fashion games? Let's make your thing even more eclectic.
Divid22 drops $2 and asks, when will you all be in 3D? Once I get the virtual live and wired talk show setup working.
Decker, are you basically wanting to put us in VR chat?
Yes.
Okay, question. Am I allowed to make my model look like a cool anime chick and not look like actually me? Because this should not be in 3D.
Well, yes.
Goody, I'm
You're
gonna just run
racing
around as
down.
All Might to make you feel uncomfortable.
Could you be clothed, All Might?
No, just for that! I mean, shirtless. There isn't a shirtless All Might model yet.
Well, as long as the pants are there.
Just make sure the clothes are painted on.
Oh, they'll be painted on, my dude. No, someone pointed out they found I don't remember. It was one of the animes, one of the video games where you basically are fighting other shonen characters. Someone actually freezed a frame of All Might fighting and pointed out that someone actually did do the physics for his man bits.
Bulge.
Yeah. So you actually, when he bends over, it goes. It's like someone paused it, and I was like, I need that in HD for reasons. I just want to be like, I feel like, wow, they didn't have to.
Yeah,
do
Jump
that.
Force. That's what it was called.
Yeah,
Jump Force.
I'm like, they didn't have to do that, but they did. And everyone's telling me Jump Force is shit. I'm like, well, that just convinced me to buy the game for many reasons.
Apparently, oh shit, hold on. What did somebody say? You all look better than anime characters.
But I want tits that defy physics and bounce around 24/7.
I broke it. Oh, here we are.
No. You look like you belong on the Boondocks.
That's racist.
No. Doesn't he look like
Oh,
an
you know what I like though? I'll never get tired of that.
So that's where the effort went in that game. Yeah, ball physics. Testicle physics.
Anyway, that's about all the time we has for today.
Right.
I'm gonna figure out how to make Live and Wired 3D.
Decker,
Good luck with that.
Decker, first YouTube has to implicate 3D in it, which they can't do. Also, monitors have to implicate 3D. And also, we'd have to invest in the glasses. And also, First Attempt donated $5 going, I may have asked this earlier, but what's an older, obscure game that you would like to see a modern HD remake of? No, not worrying about publishers here. I do. I got a game.
Can I say Astro Tits?
Silent Bomber from the PlayStation 1.
No. I have a game that I really desperately wish to be remade. It was for the PlayStation 2 during the PlayStation 2 era of experimental horror movies. It is called Rule of Rose. It is a wonderful game. The fighting in it is shit because they wanted to make the girl seem helpless, and this was back in the day when they were trying to be experimental. But Rule of Rose is a story about a girl basically going through her trauma of being in this orphanage, and it's kind of like Lord of the Flies, but if it was all girls, which is a great example to use in case people are all saying that Lord of the Flies with girls would be actually successful. I'm like, no. See, this is Rule of Rose. Play this game. That's basically what Lord of the Flies would be. It'd be nightmarish. And it's actually really, really good, and the story is wonderful. Gameplay though of the freaking fighting is stupid and the boss fights are horrible, but the game is good, and I just want an HD remake where they fix the fighting in it and basically let people play this game because this game is wonderful, and the only physical copies that are out are like $200 because it didn't sell that well.
Ooh.
So you understand why I want this game.
GG.
I'm just trying to think any game from my that just get a nice fresh coat of paint remake.
Someone said Simpsons Hit and Run.
Nah. I'm trying to not say Astro Tit.
Please, Decker, I will pay you 5 cents in Korean.
Why not the original Dead or Alive?
No,
Dead or Alive, excuse me.
Yeah, so I'm worried with the direction the game's gone.
Yeah, they
just the the absolute fucking over monetization of it.
Oh.
I don't like any game that costs over $1,000 to get the whole thing.
Wait, what?
Do you have any idea how much DLC is? And yes, it's important to get all the costumes.
Whatever happened to just straight up earning it by doing shit? That's what Dead or Alive did.
Oh, dude, the new Dead or Alive is so bad with their microtransactions. You have to pay money to change the color of your hair.
Yeah, you have every single time you change your hair color costs money. Real money.
It's ridiculous.
That is stupid. It is more ridiculous than those stupid microtransactions in fucking Mortal Kombat 10 that piss me off to high heaven.
Yeah.
And trust me, they piss me off to high heaven.
So
but yeah, whoa, we're 6 minutes over. Goddamn.
Yeah, I think that's probably an angry message from my fiance. It is.
Angry message from your fiance.
Oof. You know what? Phantasy Star 3.
That's a good one. Would you believe
Why 3 though?
Because that just was such an odd entry.
What's the name of the game? Me and you talked about it, Deckers, for the Sega Genesis overhead view, kind of like Zelda guys with the sword and with the kicks, with the Chun-Li kicks.
Chun-Li guy sword overhead view.
It was on the Sega Genesis. It also
While you
came out
guys
for
are
the Sega
arguing
Saturn.
about this, would the audience like to know what the most expensive DLC content there is in actual ever? Star Citizen for $27,000.
Oh god, yeah, I know that, but I'm trying to.
And Train Simulator for $10,000.
Damn it! Oh, yes.
Beyond Oasis.
Yes, that I knew what you were saying, but I couldn't get the name out in time. I knew the game before.
I had so much fun Beyond Oasis, and Comic Zone, which by the way I finally beat on stream 24 years later.
It only took you 24 years. Well, it took you longer to finish that game than me finishing Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all the time we have for today. I am very sorry to end this, but thank you all for joining us. I have been Decker Shadow.
I am a large African father.
And I'm Cat.
And remember, you can get anything done you set your mind to once you lose it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.